Hello, everybody. Hello. In stream. We're gonna keep this brief because I'm very excited. I think we're gonna be getting into some trouble tonight. So, we're going to jump on over, start talking to the hooligans about what happened last week, get through some housekeeping items, and go from there. So,
The amount of times where I've gone, Dylan, can you look at this? It should be working. And he's like, did you click enable? Because that might help.
Sure didn't. All right.
Like, well, I did. Then I replaced it, and it's gaming.
Yeah, gaming. Stop worrying about real life because I'm here to ruin Bonkin's life.
Imagine you giving us a code puzzle today too.
All right, that would be terrible. Let me just delete something real quick. Okay.
It's okay, Bonkin doesn't know code.
Sit there and eat candy while you guys fucking deal with that bullshit. Bonkin, you're in school for this, aren't you?
Bonkin didn't go to school.
He's been taking night classes to do a better job to take care of his kid.
Right, yeah. All right.
No, this was the better job. That's the problem.
Whoops.
Look at where it got you.
It's okay. Okay, so I have a couple housekeeping things really fast. So one thing I noticed when I was going through and listening to last week, we have to remember we have 5 people, and all of you guys are incredible role players. So if somebody's role playing, I love the jokes and stuff, but put it in chat in the Roll20 so that we can see it and not interrupting people.
The world!
Oh, thank you for the follow, Salty.
She's the worst in the world.
So yeah, make sure that the jokes are just in chat. If you need my attention, you can put it in Roll20 chat or DM me and then let me know that you DM'd me in Roll20 chat. But basically, I want everybody to get the opportunity to display their character, and I don't want people trying to talk over each other or stumbling, whatever. So, but keep the jokes coming. Just do it through chat. Make sure you're keeping good track of inventory and spell slots. There was no incident with this. It's just a reminder because things are about to pick up. So just make sure that you guys are keeping track of that stuff. And then, yeah, so that was the last thing, was just send me a message. If you need to DM me, do it through Discord. Just let me know in Roll20 that you did so I don't mess up. Okay, so last week, oh boy. Last week, there was lots of roleplay, getting to know each other over breakfast. It was amazing. I looked at it. We actually had 2.5 hours of roleplay last week,
yeah.
Which is amazing. So we got 30 minutes of, which was still roleplay, really. But everybody changed to modern clothes except for Aegis, who was sporting his religious robes. Leilna met with you early and discussed what she can do to assist. Tempest revealed that he doesn't really know what he's doing all the time, but is pretty good most of the time.
That's very kind of you. Yeah.
It was funny. I was listening to it. I'm like, okay. But also that he wanted to learn to play the saxophone, and Leilna actually is going to get him set up with the name. She said the name Tem, and trying to possibly get him involved with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, who's going to be playing a holiday show here pretty soon in the next 6 weeks or so. Marcus was forced to reveal that he really is a good guy when he saved a coffee mug from shattering into pieces when Tempest accidentally knocked it off the counter and Bonkin just barely missed catching it, but Bonkin did make it a point to state that Marcus is a good guy. And then you all met Dr. Dynasty, aka Professor Quillspark, and Welkini Tinkerbraid, who does not have time to choose a super name. Marcus correctly recalled Leilna's super name, which I did take note of. I thought that was cool. And then you went to the armory and met with Lieutenant Sivas, and Marcus was immediately ready to embrace your guys' new fate, jumped on board with getting new armor and weaponry, and Lieutenant Sivas helped to outfit Marcus with new high-tech armor, which is a plate equivalent, and new weapons, and that's where we left off. I did find my picture of Lieutenant Sivas, so I'm going to share that with you all right now. There he is.
Oh shit.
You have to make all your characters so damn smoldering.
Say, what the fuck?
It's Bing's fault. It's Bing's fault. It's not like I say, make this guy hot. Bing's just like, hey, they're all gonna be hot. Sorry.
Marcus wasn't gonna be bisexual, but you have just fucking laid it out for him. What is he
Heifers don't
carrying?
care.
What is he carrying? Well, take a look at it.
I can't tell.
I
can't see what it is. Is it a potato?
It looks like it
I
could
would-
be a... Go ahead.
I was gonna say I would call that a cudgel.
Yes,
This is a
it's a cudgel. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yep.
God, that's jeez.
And he is, you can tell by that picture, he is buff as hell. You could tell that the man
You
works
can see
out.
Yeah.
So that's Lieutenant Sivas. I do apologize I didn't have it. I don't know what the deal was last time because it was even in my history with Bing, but whatever. Sorry, I was trying to get him out of the middle of the screen. Okay, so the map, I changed it a little bit just so that it makes a little more sense. So just for clarity's sake, this is the... Oops, I'm drawing. Hold on. This is the first floor here. This is also the first floor, but we have the like platform above looking down. So this person is also this person. Is that making sense? I just
Yep.
want to make sure that y'all could see like this is still here, but if you're up here, you can't see any of this.
Yeah, the balcony.
Like a loft kind of thing.
And then you said that this down here was the elevator door
Correct.
you came out of. Okay.
Yep. So, okay. So where we left off, Marcus had just stepped out. Let me share that again. Looking badass.
Yeah, he like steps out and looks really confused. Like he's fucking with the eye thing. As you can see, there's like a very visible scratch under his right eye, and he's just like, "I'm." No, sorry. Were we going?
Yeah,
Is that-
yep,
is that my cue?
go.
Okay, just wanna make sure that's my cue.
Sorry, I thought
No,
you
you're
were
good.
Got the tail end of notes there. He kind of like glints through it, and he like reaches up and he taps the bottom of it twice, and the little slit across his eyes begins to glow pink, and he kind of like rears back for a moment and goes, "Oh my goodness, that is very bright. Is there a way? Hello? Is there a way we could dial this down just a tad?"
Ken will walk over. He'll look on like kind of look on the side. He's looking in. He's like,
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a really weird out-of-game question. What does he smell like?
I knew he smells like cologne. He smells
what
like
kind of cologne? Though? Are we talking like
not like
a
Axe,
musky
but
cologne, or- okay, so it's like a grown man.
a grown man cologne. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
noted.
It might even be
Cologne, not body spray.
I
right.
was
Yeah.
asking for a friend. Glance at the tempest.
Marcus just takes a big whiff when he gets any close.
Just gives a little wink over to Tempest. No, he smells clean. He smells, and it's not overpowering cologne either. So either he put it on a long time ago, or he doesn't put too much on.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just curious, honestly. I like to associate myself with clean.
No,
pieces.
absolutely.
Yeah, so he kind of like lets him fuck with the visor a little bit, and he says, "This is very difficult." He kind of holds out these two like what appear to be like stabs, like half stabs or scepters, and he kind of like he touches another button on the visor, and then you see the little purple thing on his belt begin to glow, and then he kind of like shakes the two things, and these four pink blades kind of like shoot out of the two like scepter things that he's holding, and he kind of looks at that and he's like, "I'm going to need a little bit of time to get used to all of this, but whoever invented this is interesting." And then you see him every time he blinks. There's like a delay in the glow. You can see him actively blinking behind it, and as he does that, it kind of like delays for 2 or 3 seconds, and the blades retract back into the little scepter things. And he's like, "Okay, that is very unique. Treat my flails well, please. I definitely think these will be more fun to play with."
Yeah, well, you guys will have a locker where you can put everything, and as far as who created this, that would be Wilkini that you have to think. I think you've met her downstairs.
Yes, the adorable childlike gnome.
Oh yeah, don't let her looks deceive. She's quite intelligent. As far as getting used to this, absolutely. We've got a place where you can go to train. We've got a whole training room. You can, and pretty much any instance you can think of, you can train for here.
My goodness. Kind of looks out to the rest of the group. Master Tempest, Mistress Kira, Master Bonkin, Master Aegis. What do you think? Is this fitting, or should I try something else on?
What is going on right here? What is that?
I have no idea. All I know is that everything was very bright until he turned it down, but there is a console, like letters floating around on the inside of my vision range, and it helps me, he kind of holds the two scepters up, activate these things.
You would see Aegis walk up, like, just examining the little scepters in your hand. Like, he would just be so curious about that more than anything else.
He, like, totally nonchalantly just hands one over, like, hey, what's mine is yours. You want to play with it?
I don't know about playing with it, but I'm definitely interested. Where the hell? And he's, like, holding it and doing the total thing you should not do with a gun. Like, he's turning it like this directly at him and everything. Like, where the hell did
never pointed at your? Oh,
It was the Luke
never
Skywalker thing with
pointed
the
at
lightsaber,
yourself.
right?
Yeah, Lieutenant Sivas is like kind of flinching a little bit and waiting for the worst to happen. Maybe don't push any buttons or.
Marcus kind of like reaches out and snatches it back. He says, once I've learned how to properly make it work, I'll show you how to use it.
It does get easier, and you may not always need the visor, but it's certainly it's a helpful hint, for now.
This visor feels like I'm wearing a circlet. I feel like a princess. It's a little too much, but it's comforting. There's a hum in my ear, too.
Well, to be
Go
honest,
ahead.
Mr. Marcus, I don't think you look like any princess I've ever seen. You do look very cool.
Thank goodness. I was honestly hoping that we would shoot for cool.
Do be careful with those, though. If you cut the floor, I think we might have to pay for that.
He kind of glances down, looking. Did he hit the floor when he popped those?
No.
out? Oh, thank God. He would have felt terrible. Right. Yes. Could you show me, at least at some point here in the near future, where I can practice with these things to not destroy your beautiful shop?
Absolutely. I'll also I'll possibly help with training you on it. Is there any? So he'll kind of like motion out to the rest of the room. Over here, there's like Kevlar on the wall, and just so that you guys know. Thank you to the lovely Xavier. We actually have armor and weapon conversion, so that if you wear medium, you have an option that is present day. Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Before.
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was on my end.
Yeah, he said it cut out. I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, it came through like static real quick.
For medium, so like hide would be reinforced leathers. A chain shirt would be a Kevlar vest. Scale mail would be Kevlar vest with leather. For light, you would have riding leathers. You can still have studded ring leather. Padded is just padded. Heavy is basically you could like full military battle rattle or the suit that Marcus has on right now. So all of this stuff is hanging up. There's Kevlar pretty much everywhere. Is there anybody who wants to change out your armor and whatnot now?
I see the Tempest is only really proficient in light armor anyway, so that's basically just like leather, I think.
Yeah, it would be
chain shirt's
riding
medium,
leathers,
isn't it?
maybe. Chain shirt is
yep.
medium, yep.
I guess so far as like his armor is concerned, like basically, just I imagine just like kind of like a very thin Kevlar, so basically leather armor.
Sure.
But slightly harder than normal cloth is what he's going for.
Okay, perfect. So they have pretty much everything you could ask for. like I said, we have a conversion, and actually the nice part about it too is that if you switch from a chain shirt to a Kevlar vest, it's actually a quarter less weight because technology. So if you're changing that stuff out, you don't have to necessarily do it now, but we can, it'll still act the same. So if you're planning to, just think about that for the weight, especially if you're close to being encumbered. Sevis will stand and kind of look around at the rest of the group. Can I help anyone else get outfitted in anything?
Well, I don't use much in armor, but maybe a nice new look wouldn't hurt.
He'll kind of like motion toward the room. What do you see? What would work for you?
And he just starts kind of looking around, like the gears are turning in his head, like he's done this whole gimmick once before of coming up with a look.
Okay. Just so you guys know, I'm creating a handout so that you can see the transfer.
Conversion.
The conversion, yeah.
Marcus will look at Tempest, and he's gonna kind of like glance down at his utility belt, and he kind of like pushes his cape back a little bit, and he looks at it, and he's got a big, fat, like juicy looking pistol at his side, and he says, "You should get one of these."
Oh yeah, you think so? Or is it easy to use? Is it?
I
How does
have
it
no
work?
idea. It was just on the belt when I put the armor on. I've
Oh,
never even
I mean-
touched it. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? And he kind
That's really cool. That's really cool. It's really shiny.
It's sleek, right? I think
There's a
I
lot of
saw-
lights. Why? What's up with all the lights? Why are there so many lights?
I have no idea, but when we were upstairs, the Golden Commander had two at her side as well.
Oh yeah. If
Well,
that's what
these ones are much simpler.
if that's what everybody's using nowadays, I mean, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to fit in as much as possible. I mean, I want to learn all there is about this new world that we're in. So if I can get the style just right and still be relatively durable and get myself some fancy pistols, that'd be fantastic.
Marcus kind of smiles at Sevis. He's like, "Do you think you can help Master Tempest out here with a couple of beautiful, whatever these are? By the way, I'm going to need names for all of this stuff because I'm not quite sure." You said pistol? It is
Pistol, yes. Absolutely, yeah. And he'll bring you over to the shelves over here. Yeah, where Aegis is. Over here. And kind of like he's gonna start looking at them and pick out some of the ones that look like a little less complicated. Kind of seeing that you guys are very new and remembering where you came from. And he'll hand one over to Tempest and say, "It's not loaded. There's no ammo, but see how it feels."
Oh, it's heavy. It's heavier than I thought it would be. It's probably the lightest gun too.
It is. It's the latest one.
No, it's extremely heavy. I thought the same thing. I used to fire a crossbow back in my youth, and even the crossbow was balanced better than this thing is.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've fired a crossbow from time. Is it kind of, does it work in the same fashion? Like you point.
You point, and then he'll show you where the trigger is on the pistol, rather than using your full arm to pull back and let go. Well, I guess if you're using a crossbow, it still had a trigger. The trigger's right here, and he'll point it out.
An adorable little trigger. That little guy.
Sevis doesn't know if he should be offended. Like you could tell, like the look on his face is kind of like.
I'm sorry. It's a very adequately sized trigger. It's very medium sized. Average sized trigger.
I think it. Yeah, I think.
Digging myself a hole here, aren't I?
Yeah. Do you want to try armor?
Sure. I mean, like I said, can we keep this look? Because I fucking nailed it. I look good. Look at this suit.
Fantastic.
You do.
I found it in the
fact.
closet.
Often, when people have nice suits that they want to wear while fighting crime, they will put their armor underneath.
Marcus looks down at his chest. I don't think that's gonna be possible.
It'd be pretty obvious with yours, yes. But
Give
for
him a big coat, couldn't we?
just a big trench coat, that could work.
Yeah.
Like my
Right.
great-grandfather.
So yeah, you could try one of these, or we do have the leather that could go underneath if needed.
Oh, yeah. Could we do just a little vest under here or something?
Sure.
Just to keep my important bits, intact as best as possible.
Yeah, so he'll take you, I'm not going to have him move all over because we're going to be moving all over the map, but he'll take you over here, pull one of the vests off it's like hanging inside of that little shelf there, hand it over. He'll turn to, Bonkin. And you...
I don't really wear armor. It's a bit heavy. But if everyone's wearing something like that, and he's gonna point to Marcus, I don't know if my fist can do a lot.
Oh, that's fair.
But I don't also.
Something a little bit more modern. Kind of like points at his potato sack that he's wearing as a tunic.
We could certainly
I
get
mean,
him
we could-
close.
We could definitely upgrade your look, man.
You'll
if
want to go
it's
to the
bothering you.
the big and tall section. He points over this direction.
God, it's not that it was bothering us, Master Bonkin. We just, He kind of looks at Sivas. Are there bugbears still in society? Civilized society.
In civilized society, it's extremely rare. There are clans of them that are more like nomads. They're very rarely encountered and generally, oddly peaceful. But I think it's just because we leave them alone.
Fair enough.
He'll kind of look over at Aegis. He's interested to see is Aegis carrying a bunch of shit? Like when you go and you're gonna try stuff on in a.
Oh, I found the grenades.
Oi, what are these? Holds up a stick of dynamite. But no, he's grabbing just like all sorts of different things. A lot of reds and pinks primarily.
Okay. Whenever you're ready to try stuff on and see what you like, feel free to take that room, and he'll point to where Marcus had stepped out of.
Oh, thank you. I almost got everything.
Yes, help yourself. I was told, get you set so that you are safe when helping us with things. He'll look finally over to Kira.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I'd like to just point out a funny detail. When Tempest was going on about like the medium-sized and average trigger, Bonkin was definitely trying not to laugh, but like the typical, uncle or grandpa, it's like trying to like not laugh at the inappropriate joke, but
Okay.
failing.
Kind of in the corner.
Absolutely.
Hey, Moon. So, so he approaches a little bit, but he's like slow since Kira's kind of been hanging back. Ma'am, is there anything we can do to help with outfitting you?
Well, I don't really know what any of this really is or does yet. And she did put back on her like full gear. So she's wearing the studded leather at the moment. And has like the rapier at her hip, but she's going to reach for her crossbow. And just kind of hold it out, not aimed, just hold it out. Like, I use this a lot, but I've modified it. I don't know if... I guess I would need to see what the equivalent would be and then figure out if... And she kind of just rambles and then stops and rambles and stops like 4 times.
Yours is a light one, right? Or hand?
It is a hand.
Hand. Okay. So...
And again, she is not carrying any ammunition at all.
Okay. well, you may want to try those. And he'll point in the same over here. And this section is shotguns.
Oh, fuck.
I'd say, based on what you have there, this one would probably be. Well, none of it's going to be like what you had, but this will be the least dangerous for you to start with.
Oh, sorry, forgot to mention she also is a shield. Is that something that I can use one-handed? I usually have magics or repairs that I need to do.
I think that's really up to you, ma'am.
She gets a little bit of like a sly, mischievous look at that. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
If you're looking to replace that, and he'll motion to the shield, there are also on this wall over here, there are like police, like SWAT shields.
Oh, those are large and heavy looking. Yeah, I can look. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Really, here's a question. Is there anything that's going to, she glances past at, like, the rest of the party, then looks at him again. Is there anything that's at risk of exploding if...
You cut out after if. What did you say? We can't hear you.
I can hear.
I was able to hear.
Oh,
I
really?
can also hear.
Okay, Discord's being weird then.
I couldn't hear her as well, just to be clear.
That's weird. Okay.
So it's you guys.
Yeah, that's
How the
odd.
hell is it just
Your
us?
internet's.
That's weird.
So what'd you say? So, nothing should explode, in here. No, nothing's loaded. Where bows needed arrows, our weapons need bullets.
Yeah, I've seen revolvers and worked on a few like that.
Stream says it wasn't coming across either.
Yeah, that's weird.
And she's going... You can hear me again, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay. She's going to, with Min, like, pressed up against her side, she's going to kind of awkwardly step back and then turn to go and look at the shields and shotguns and stuff. And I did see the conversion for the shotguns.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, just if you guys change armor or anything, make sure that you go into, like, you can leave the armor the same, like pull it up, but just make sure you go in and change the weight on it if it's not showing already.
For the special shotgun.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, anybody who does wind up taking any of the new Alpha League weaponry, you will have to add it as a custom action. I can walk you through that because I'm the one who kind of figured it out on our end with what, unless you already know how to do it, obviously that's easy. And if you become proficient in it. If not, Candace has her own thing for that.
Yeah.
She is absolutely going to end up taking a shotgun, but I don't think there's a benefit necessarily of her taking armor or shield.
Okay.
And she likes the stuff that she's modified and taken
Sure.
care of.
Well, I think Aegis is done. So, Stevens will see, he'll be looking and he'll see that Aegis went in there, so he's gonna step up here. She actually went upstairs. I wonder if it's in the...
So, no, the Alpha League pistol, I created it as an item, but it's actually, so you cannot create actual custom items in the homebrew D&D Beyond stuff, so it is actually the equivalent of a short bow, and it operates the exact same way as a short bow. So if you take a pistol, you're going to take the Alpha League pistol, because it's going to be the same weight, but you're going to don't check it as being equipped as an actionable thing, and then you're going to go in your actions tab and create a custom action.
I see what you mean now. Okay.
So just have it so it tracks the weight essentially, but it's a dud.
Right.
And then ammunition. We are using the modern ammunition for all of our ammunition.
Yes.
Should say modern bullets.
Yeah, modern bullets.
Yeah, the pistol just says 10 rounds of 9mm ammunition.
Correct. Yep.
So modern bullets, yeah.
Each mag.
So, yeah, so he's waiting. He's currently kind of like watching the door, but trying to pretend like he's not watching the door, and he's keeping an eye on everybody in the area.
Oh yeah, I guess if Aegis is going in there, Marcus is gonna step away to give him some fucking privacy.
Just listening.
Yeah, I know. He's like, why is he struggling so much? What did he just cuss in Infernal? What the fuck is that about?
Probably in Celestial, but no, there would
Singing in there?
no, but there would be a lot of like
That made me laugh.
tossing, fumbling, thumps, and everything as he's trying on all sorts of different clothes just as fast as he can. Oh, there we go. And then he'll go ahead and come and step on out.
Do we have a picture of what he's wearing?
I don't think he sent it to me. I think he's sending it now, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he sent it. Maybe he did. As I say, I have the robes one.
Yeah.
Did you send me another one?
No, it was the modern attire one that I had sent.
Oh, perfect.
I'll grab a screenshot of something for you.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up, and then I believe that Xavier's gonna get the token.
I'm on it. Already got it.
Thank you. But I'll share this so everybody can see. Oh man, that's awesome.
Here, Candace, this is for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Bonkin, after saying that he needs to change his clothes, did go and look for clothes, but probably just clothes, not armor.
Okay, yeah, and there are clothes here too. And he wasn't kidding. There really is a big and tall section over here. So, you're able to find clothes that are comfortable. Just make you fit in a little bit more.
DM incoming. To Candace.
Thank you.
That's the token.
Thank you. All right, give me a sec while I get this set. And there's no rush to make new tokens, guys. I wanted to give you a chance to kind of explore, see what's here, but I know that we're gonna do our downtime as well, so we'll make sure we have new tokens and all that for next time too. Aegis, modern attire. Players. There he is.
So cool.
Okay, and then I'll do your new token for the 1 second here.
That's fucking hot.
It is.
I say as he's holding a living flame. And I assume what is a cauterizing tool.
Yeah, I was about
Very
to say,
cool.
as he's currently holding what is essentially a continual flame blade.
That is amazing. The good Aegis giveth, and the good Aegis taketh away.
Why do you think one side is holy and the other side is create bonfire?
That's what I was saying. Like, look, there is nothing sexier than a sorcerer who slings fire and can twin spell cure wounds and revivify.
Thank you for doing that so quickly, Xavier.
Oh yeah, it literally takes me 10 seconds.
Yeah, and the new Aegis is on the board as well. Do you want your tuxedo Tempest or the suit Tempest to be a new token?
I haven't really finished the second one. I was working on one with like a saxophone.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
Love it. Okay.
I figured I'd wait till like I got that all figured out before I
No
sent that
problem.
over.
No problem. Okay. All right. Okay, so Bonkin's got his new clothes. Anybody else have anything they want? Oh, he also, Sevis would go upstairs. He'd be like, excuse me for a moment. He'll go upstairs. He returns after a few minutes, and he actually has bullets. And he hands those out to those who have taken weapons.
Yeah, Marcus will take 3 magazines and he'll slip them into the little. He's got the little holsters in the front and the little pouches in the front, the ammo pouches, and slides them in. And
Perfect.
it's kind of like, right. So, if everybody is going about their business, could you take me to that training room and we can maybe get this underway?
Absolutely. So he'll.
I actually do have a question too before we. I was just gonna take one of these pistols and put it into my belt. Is that a bad idea? Should I put it somewhere else? Should
That's-
I? How do I do this? Do I put it in one of my pockets?
One moment. He'll walk over here. He comes back and he gives Tempest a belt that actually has like a holster. It has a home.
Perfect. Oh, perfect. And then
It
I
doesn't
suppose
clash
how.
too badly either.
Oh, great. And then how many magazines is good? Is magazines, right? That's what we call them, magazines, or are they?
Yeah. Yes. Magazines. How often do you think you use it?
I mean, how often do you use it?
Let's start with 2. He'll hand you
Okay,
2
that's a good
magazines.
Listen, I prefer to use my musical instruments if I can, but I mean, if this is what you people use on a daily basis,
You're the one that's meeting with Temp. So I encourage you, if you have abilities, to use those first. The pistol is excellent for long range, but can be great in a pinch as well. So.
it is. Thank you then.
All right. If you'll come with me, Sir Marcus. He'll go to the elevator with Marcus, and they jump in. He pushes the button. The ding happens. The doors open. There's that magical room again. I'm assuming you go with Marcus.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna look at the kind of like. Oops, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I forgot. DMs can move like that.
You're like, what's
No,
happening?
I'm just moving him.
This is my toy.
As he goes to enter, he says, "It's probably going to take me a while, so I suppose I'll see you all in a couple of weeks." Boink.
I hope we don't stay here that long, but all right, see you in a bit, Marcus.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the elevator doors close. Anything else anybody wants to do while in here? If not, we can move on to our downtime.
I finished thinking my thing.
I believe
excellent.
I am finished as well.
I don't think I'm gonna end up taking anything from in here, including the shotgun, just
Okay.
because it is two-handed. So
Okay.
she's gonna stick with what she knows.
Yeah, sure. It's totally it's not. I mean, you guys will see like crossbows, heavy crossbows. The other stuff is there. It's just more modernized than what you were used to. So.
So if I'm not mistaken, too, Candace, you had said that because we had like basic weapon translations between, the ALP being the equivalent of a short bow, the ALAP being the equivalent of a long bow, etc., etc. If we currently have proficiency with a longbow, short bow, hand crossbow, heavy crossbow, whatever it happens to be, it will be easier for us to learn its modern day equivalent.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I was tracking that.
Yep. So if you've never used a bow but you want to grab a pistol, or if you don't have proficiency with bow and you want to grab a pistol, you're gonna be rolling a lot of percentiles during combat,
Understood. Okay.
and there may be friendly fire. So.
And also, if we start with pistols, we have to take the short bow equivalent first, correct?
Yeah.
Such as
Yes.
learn
To
the
get
ropes.
used to.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. All right. Okay. So for the sake of brevity, we'll move on to our downtime. Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. All right. So. There we go. Quality deposition. So, Marcus, let's start with you since you kind of kicked that off. I'm going to have you 1 second. No. There we go. So I'm gonna have you do a series of rolls here.
Oh, fuck.
So you're in the training room. Okay.
Have mercy, I'm only level 5.
I'll show you guys the map for the training room too, in case somebody meanders. I did show it to Xavier earlier today. So this would be the training room. Ooh, get out of there, Aegis. What are you doing? So this is the training room here. In the middle, you can see. Oh, hold on. I don't have myself on there. There we go. So in the middle here, you can see this emblem. Oh, you guys aren't all there, just Marcus. And
That's okay. Either way.
yeah, and it's because I wasn't sure where the hell you guys were
Not even
going
a
a
red
couple
Marcus
weeks
in
ago.
auto
I know.
So no big deal.
Okay. Now there's 2 Marcuses. I'll fix that in a minute. But so yeah, so he comes down here. So there
I
are
got you.
4. Thank you. 4
I just don't have
corners.
access to the other Marcus. But it's really not that big of a deal. We're just here to look, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there are 4 corners. In the separate corners are different looking little kind of weird mechanical things. If anybody does wander down here, this is what you would see. Marcus will be here.
I'm assuming these look like automatons.
Yeah.
I've already rolled on Kira's, on Min as an automaton, so these are obviously much more advanced, but they're automatons.
Yes.
Of some sort. Okay.
Yep. And they have your.
Hey, at least I got her name right, Kira.
Yeah, it's true. Siva's, when he comes down here with you initially, he says, you just need to let the room know if you want them to be challenging, very challenging, or if you want them to sit still so you can practice. Just say it out loud and it will set it for you.
Understood. Well, I think maybe before I tackle these things, I'm going to practice getting my armor on and off very quickly and trying to figure out exactly the exact controls on these. But thank you.
Absolutely.
So I just say it out loud?
You just, if you need something to change, you just say it out loud. The room will react.
Understood.
And he will stick around for a little bit and help with the armor, kind of answer questions you have, and then when it seems like you're in a good way, he'll take his leave, just so that he's not hovering. So I'm going to have you go ahead and do an athletics, an acrobatics, and a dexterity. I'm sorry, yeah, do an athletics and acrobatics and, hold on 1 second. Yeah, just a plain dexterity. Go ahead.
Okay, just a dexterity check.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Okay. 12 on the athletics.
Okay.
Ugh, yeah, 9. Yeah, dexterity is not my strong suit, so...
It's okay.
Strength fighter. And my dexterity check is a 15.
All right. Well, the dexterity check was for the armor getting on and off, so you mastered that pretty quickly.
Is it a series of latches and
Yeah,
like
it's like-
plates and
it's-
shit?
it's-
Like, does it all hook into itself, or is it like Iron Man shit where it like shit comes to life and just like eats the plate?
So it's a little bit of both. So you have to set the foundation for it with like, if you think about like the breastplate, like when we were LARPing, you kind of have to get that part set, and then once it's all set,
And then you can cinch it. Okay, so it's a latch and cinch.
yeah, and then it will fill in the blanks afterwards with the really cool Iron Man-y kind of thing.
Understood.
So you master that pretty quickly. But as you are kind of messing with the gun, loading it and stuff, you fumble a little bit, so he'll work with you on that.
Actually, you know what? Can I never mind. I didn't ask. I was gonna say, fuck it. Can I just use my inspiration on the acrobatics check?
You can. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll blow
because
it.
this is a
My-
2-week thing. So.
That's my DM inspiration. Not any fucking better. Actually, the exact same goddamn thing. Because
Ouch.
dexterity is not my strong suit,
Oh, no.
so fuck me and my inspiration.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alright.
myself out.
If that's
So-
not your strong suit, I'm concerned.
You know what? You know what's bad? Dexterity as a whole is not my strong suit, but I'm really not charismatic and very unwise. So
And to be fair, this is mostly for him maneuvering in that armor. This is all new. You know, it's
yeah.
yes, you wore plate armor before and you wore, the full set of plate, but you've got to get used to everything. So this is really
Understood.
just you kind of moving around and shifting and functioning.
Okay.
So Siva's says he'll be back. He's just going to go check on the armory and get somebody else to take over, and he'll be back to help you. He may have had a slight sound of concern. Don't
Because of my bad
Yeah.
roll.
don't have the room do anything just yet. Just keep practicing with the armor.
Understood. He just goes through the motions.
Okay.
And I will spend the next 2 weeks. Literally, it's going to be. So he, just for reference and flavor here, he goes through like militaristic level drills, and he goes through like these 2 to 3 hour periods where he just sits in total silence, legs cross-legged, hands kind of like resting palm down over his knees, eyes completely shut, but and he'll remove the visor while he does this. Actually, all of his armor, he does this completely stripped down, and while he's doing that and kind of focusing, he will have that psychic aura kind of coming off of the hands, coming out of his chest, kind of like rising up and tussling his hair. So
Perfect. Okay.
and that's non-stop, day in and day out for the next 2 weeks.
Awesome. And Sivas will be in and out. He doesn't hover, but he certainly is around, at least in the mornings, to try to help get you settled. And then eventually, towards the end of the I almost said super long rest. Towards the end of the downtime, the longest of all rests. Yeah. But yeah, so towards the end of the downtime, he won't come back like the last couple of days because it seems like you got it. We are superheroes after all. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Long rest, my sweet prince.
Tempest. Leilna. I'm going to put us back in quarters, guys, just because it's a little bit easier to look at. There we go. Actually, I know what to do. I forgot I have this amazing screen here. Boop. There we go. Okay, so Tempest. So Leilna collects you, for lack of a better term, and says, if you're ready, I'd like to introduce you to Tem. I know that it takes a while to learn an instrument, and the sooner the better.
You know we're on the. Here,
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Just making sure.
It's all part of the plan, man.
It's just, it's easier than.
I was like, oh shit, wait, no, I don't think we're supposed to see this.
Well, this is honestly, it's a cue for me when I go back and listen later in case I need to find something specific. I'm gonna know what scream I'm looking for. So.
Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic. How long do you think this will actually take? Is it a complex instrument? Does it have more than 3 buttons?
Oh, yes, but I'm not a musician, so I couldn't even venture a guess. Tem will be able to tell you. He's been doing this a while.
Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, lead the way. Do I need anything? Should I bring anything with me?
If you want to bring an instrument or two, just so you can show him what you're capable of, it might help him to determine your
I would
level.
love to bring all my instruments then.
Okay. Okay, so you gather up your bagpipes.
All the flutes.
You gather your flute, your pan flute, or your panpipes. So she.
Yeah, he's got a pan flute, his bagpipe, and another just regular old flute.
Got it. Okay. So she actually takes you. You guys go to another floor, and you actually walk out into a hallway, and there's like a bunch of rooms with doors that close for privacy and that kind of stuff. So she brings you into one of those rooms. It's kind of like just a little office, like what you'd expect for maybe even going to a doctor's office and sitting into a room. He should be here soon. I let him know you're here, and he's very excited. So when he's here, just do what you do, and he will assess and try to help you as best as he can.
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate this opportunity to do things. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Learn something new. Yeah.
There's water in the little fridge over there if you're thirsty, and yeah, he'll be in soon. And she leaves.
I think while he's waiting, Tempest would probably kind of like playing on his pan flute a little bit, just kind of making little illusions throughout the room, like I don't know, like squirrels like jumping from countertop to chair, or like birds flying around, stuff like that.
Okay. Not too long after she leaves, there's a little knock on the door. Do you allow your stuff to keep going, or do you stop it when there's a knock? It's like a knock and open.
If it's not knocking open, yeah, I mean, like it would probably linger for a moment even after he stops playing, I would imagine.
Okay.
So.
And in walks. You're gonna love this.
Some kind of smolder, if I had to guess. Whoa.
Oh,
Never
shut
mind.
the fuck up! No, this is not your teach.
Why are those kids riding into a wormhole in the background? That's what I need to know. What the fuck?
Because you needed to know his vibe.
It's like the stranger kids like going
Yeah.
after the demogorgon back there.
Yeah. Yeah, so his hair isn't up like that at the moment. But he does walk in. He's got a saxophone. He has a what's like bronze colored saxophone around his neck. But he also is carrying a instrument case, a hard plastic one. And he steps in and he says, "So you're Tempest, huh?"
That's me, and you must be Tem? Very, very, very pleasure to meet you. This is that a saxophone? Is that the actual instrument that landlord was talking about?
I am Tem Radwater, yes. This is a saxophone.
Radwater, was it?
Yes, Radwater. That's you.
Rad.
And he is just he is a human. He's just an elderly human. Exactly what you see is what you get there. And this here, and he'll open up the instrument case, and there's another saxophone there, and it is a silver one. As long as that's okay with you, because I don't want to make your character for you as far as your model.
Silver's fine.
Okay.
I don't mind silver.
And he kind of like slides the case over to you, and he says, "I'll pick it up. Let's see what you got."
Okay. And Tempest will like kind of gingerly pick it up. I don't know where to hold this thing. I'm used to this thing. He'll kind of hold up his pan flute. There's like a couple buttons here, but this is. Does it run off of like that electricity? How does this? My God, there's so many buttons.
The good news is it runs off of air, so I feel like you can handle
I got
that.
I got plenty of that.
The trick with saxophones is the reed.
Okay.
And he'll point to the mouthpiece, and there's a little piece of wood. It's like thicker. As it gets toward the end of the mouthpiece, it gets really, really thin. Reeds can be tricky, but once you teach them how to work, they work.
So do you just blow at the reed and then it makes the music happen? Where do I put my mouth? Do I put my mouth on the reed? And then
he'll kind of show you on his. He'll get it placed. He'll show you like how his lip is set, and he'll start playing. And it sounds. Actually, I wonder if I can find my music quickly. Hold on.
Epic saxophone solo incoming.
We'll see. We'll see if I can remember which one it was. Is this the right one? Hold on. Stop this one.
See, the bad thing is the first thing came to my mind was like Boots Randolph with freaking yakety sax.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. We're gonna start at the top.
I'm trying to listen for the right one. No, that's not it. Okay. Well, he does really well. He does better than my music did. But he belts out a really great, just a little, like a short little thing. And he goes, "It's going to take time, but you'll get there. So why don't you give me right now, give me a percentile roll, please." We can always go with this one again.
No.
That's pretty close what a saxophone sounds like.
Why do you torture me? God damn it.
The bongos were close to saxophones.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so 56.
Listen,
okay.
I'm no expert, but
Go ahead and give me a performance.
actually I am kind of good at this. We'll see what happens. It
Alright.
slid on that 8 for a minute.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, so you watched really closely when he was kind of getting everything set. Like the mouth part is certainly different than what you're used to. But you watch really closely, and after a couple
Imagine
of
a lot of
tries,
shrill squeaks
yes,
come out for the
after
first couple seconds. Yeah.
yeah, after a couple of tries of really horrible squeaking, which he really tries hard not to wince or anything because you could tell he's been a teacher for a while.
Sorry, I'm literally from the past.
So I've heard. That's all right. We're gonna bring some of your past to the future. You keep going. So go ahead and give me 3 more performance checks, please.
Now that you've moistened the reed, it's going to start playing.
Right, yeah, now it's gonna work.
Saxophone.
Yeah, it's true.
Ew,
Clarinet was
Lucy.
the same way.
No, it's true.
It's
Trust
true.
me,
That's
I've
how it
played
works.
saxophone.
I was gonna say he told you have to lick it, but I have string going, and also you people. So
No, that's not even a joke.
No, I know that's literally. I know that's
5
literally what you
minutes.
have to do, but it's the fact that you said moisten the reed.
yeah,
Of
Kevin
course,
doesn't
gotta
like
get
the
it
word
nice and
moist.
moist.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. I'm just looking at my spell list here to see if I have anything to help me, but it's fine. I have a +5 to my performance. I needed something.
Oh no. It's okay.
You said one more?
2 more.
2 more. Better.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Perfect. All right. So you said you were doing this for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you practice literally all day long, every day, until you can't anymore. I mean, like your mouth is freaking tired. You're kind of annoyed. Your ears hurt from listening. Shut up. Your ears hurt from listening to your own squelching on the saxophone. But again, he stays very calm throughout the entire thing. He's very encouraging. He says things like, you didn't pick up those the flute and learn it right away. It took time to learn that too. You got this. You just keep practicing. He's very encouraging throughout the process. So, just so that you know, I did create like a chart with hours, like required hours, and you're like 4 shy. So you're going to be able to play it, no problem, but you might have to roll percentiles for me on occasion until we have another downtime, and then you can finish that off and go on to the next level. So you're at beginner level right now. Just
one
shy.
stupid 8 that
yeah. That one stupid 8. You almost had a note there. Good job.
Is it the hips? Do I need to use more hips
No,
when
absolutely.
I do this?
Don't do that right now. Wait till you get to advanced.
I feel like that's what's thrown. Oh, that's an advanced level.
That's advanced level, and he'll play a little thing, and then he'll like dance around a little bit. He's much more agile than you'd expect somebody who looks like that to be.
Bet you Ron Swanson can teach you.
How old are you? Like 300 or what's going on here?
300? Oh no, I'm not 300.
Oh right, humans age differently.
We do. How old are you?
Well, I'm 20.
Oh. He just nods. I'm like, that's fitting. 20 and a half. All right.
I'm an adult.
I stole my mom's decoration off the wall. I love that.
It's my dad's decoration.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah.
So yeah, he does work with you tirelessly. He does not lose his patience at any point, no matter how many times you might lose your own patience during this. He stays perfectly calm and tries to center you.
Gotta admit, Tim, you're the best teacher I've had.
I actually really appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, every teacher I've had is just like, screaming at me until I decide I'm done with this shit. So this is fantastic. I love this.
Oh, they weren't teachers then. They were learning themselves.
True. I like that.
So by the end of your 2 weeks, you're able to keep up with him on some of the songs he was trying to teach you. Still squelching here and there, but overall, like you picked it up pretty well enough that you feel confident you could use it in battle. And with the level of confidence you've given your party so far and your capabilities, you're not too concerned about ruining your reputation.
Combat saxophone. I love it.
I do too, honestly.
Sax.
Okay, so next we'll go to Aegis. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, I got the DMs, guys. Thank you. Okay. So Aegis. I'm just going to our notes here. Okay, so for the religious service, Leilna actually takes you to. You guys go down in the elevator again. It feels like you might be going as far down as the lab, but then it stops a little bit sooner. You can kind of tell because last time you were up in the air when you went down to the lab, and it didn't feel like it was that big of a drastic downward location. There actually are a few different like temples and places to worship. And as Leilna said, she wasn't kidding. You do find. Well, what were you hoping to do? I guess let me start with that.
For the religious service, this would just kind of be like going out and trying to help at one of the temples, more just inward reflection and kind of focusing on, okay, this is the situation now. I need to get myself like in that mentality. I need to get myself in that zone. That way I can make sure I get back.
Okay, I see. Yep. Yeah, so you are definitely able to do that. You're able to actually find. I'm always worried I'm going to say her name wrong. Suna. Is that that's who it was, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're able to find her, like a location specifically dedicated to her. As Leilna said, her name is known. She's still worshipped now. So you're able to go in there. You work alongside. They welcome you, and it's an elderly. I mean, there are several different people, but the person who welcomes you is an elderly woman, and they are more than happy to have your services because as you find out over the week that you're there aren't many people who work in the religious side of things. Unfortunately, a lot of people kind of not necessarily fell from grace, but lost faith over the years, especially with you constantly hear the complaint about, especially with this technology. So clearly they're not huge fans of all the technology that's out there. So if you want to go ahead and roll a religion check for me. Well, you choose either religion or persuasion. Sorry, I can't do this with no music.
Just wanting to check one thing super fast. Because I'm pretty sure. Yep, I'll go persuasion.
Okay.
Because halfling reasons.
Sure, yeah.
Ever hospitable. When you make a charisma persuasion check or an ability check involving brewer supplies or cook's utensils, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the ability check.
Yep.
He's using cook supplies or brewer's utensils?
Brewers, yeah.
For his religious shit?
I mean, I was just gonna let him use whatever tools he has because he's there helping with food. He's there helping with praying.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, 14. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so sorry, I'm consulting the table. Okay, so you actually do earn a favor with them. So that's something you'll be able to call on. It is only one. Mark of hospitality. Yeah, it is only one favor, but you do earn a favor with them. They're so grateful for you being there, and your presence was so calming, and you were helpful. You helped, especially with like cooking and stuff. Just helping, being hospitable. So that part goes very well for you, and you feel really good about what you really feel Suna's presence while you're there. For the other Suna. I always want to say Suna. I know. I always want to say Sune. That's why I always hesitate right before I say it because I took French for too long.
Honestly, I go back and forth between saying soon and Sune.
Yeah.
Soon was what everybody who played 3rd edition called her, and I love it. I like it. Soon.
And then you would join Marcus in the training area that I had up earlier, in order to do your second week of, you know, kind of getting comfortable in your new gear. I know that it's just cloth and stuff, but it's still new. You know, maybe the robe was a little bit longer.
Yeah, a little longer or something. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that altered and see
Right.
how that works. Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
What is he training here?
He's just getting used to his new outfit and stuff like that. He kept his weapons and stuff, but he's getting used to moving around in his new robes and.
Is there any way I can try to assist him with each day that he joins me, which I assume is for a week, by utilizing my telekinetic movement to help him kind of like move and bounce around the room?
Yeah, you guys could even spar if you wanted to. It's not like you're limited. So, you know, if you guys wanted to kind of spar, why don't, if you guys want to do that, go ahead and both of you we'll just obviously you guys aren't trying to hurt each other, but go ahead and roll attack rolls a couple of times.
Okay.
All right, you first.
This is 1 round of attack. I am not doing good for myself, and that's a nat 1. Wow, this is not... Guys, I should not be your fighter.
It's good. No, it's good you're getting them done now.
I should know. I've been rolling shit since, today. Okay, this is terrible. 7, 10, 16, 6, miss all of those.
Ages will hop back a little bit. Well, I guess it's time I show you something I ain't shown anybody yet.
Oh.
And,
Fireball. Oh, God.
I'm going to go ahead and cast a Mind Sliver.
Okay.
Which is Intelligence save.
Oh.
Oh,
God,
God,
guys, what the fuck? I need to reroll. I need to reroll.
You're not rerolling. I love Marcus too much.
Okay, 6.
Oh, no.
Fail. I was just trying to help him.
I know. Don't worry.
Fight this fucking guy? Jesus, Candace. I didn't want to fight him.
There must be bloodshed.
I literally have an ability that lets me, like, give people bonuses.
And I literally...
Oh, I see what you're doing.
My ass kicked by this guy. Okay, that's cool.
And I literally rolled...
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I
I
rolled
didn't see what you were
max
asking.
damage, 2 6s.
That's psychic damage?
Yeah.
That is psychic damage.
Okay, so when you hit me with the Mind Sliver, I'm going to... Oh, never mind. Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna take it like a bitch that I am. Okay, I guess I'm the punching bag. Sorry. Where are we going now?
That was not my intention. I misunderstood what Kevin was going for. But so when that happens, as soon as Marcus takes the damage, one of the little robots comes out, and there's like a little bit of energy that is bright green, and it heals Marcus up to full. And then Aegis, as you are, you guys kind of get past that, then you're starting to try. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check, and then Marcus, you can assist if you'd like to.
What does that mean?
What you wanted to do earlier. You said how you wanted to assist.
Yeah, tell me. What is it? How do I benefit him?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, well, go ahead and do the roll. But as you are trying to kind of get used to your new gear, you're trying to step.
I think he needs my help, but.
Step around and even maybe messing with the robots that are in the corner a little bit. Do you want to explain?
No, I said it already. I said I was trying to help manipulate with the telekinetic movement, but after he whooped my ass, Marcus, he doesn't say a word.
Okay.
He shuts the fuck down.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Especially because it was psychic damage.
Yeah.
He just sits quietly.
Okay. So that was early on in the second week, and yeah, so then Aegis, you'll be just continuing to practice your thing, and Marcus is practicing as well with the guns, trying to shoot the robots, and it looks like he's really starting to get the hang of it, especially by the end of the week.
Yeah, near the beginning of the week, there's a couple of times Aegis will have to duck, even with his like short 2'11" height.
Yeah. Okay. Bonkin, you were just going to help with like working, right? Isn't that what you had said? You wanted to
I
just
also
help
said
out?
I wanted to do some training.
Right.
Yeah, training and just helping out wherever I can.
Okay.
Keep busy.
Perfect. Yeah, so training is the same thing. You're going to go to that arena. There's plenty of space so that everybody can kind of do their own thing, or you guys can train together. But as far as training is concerned, that's where you'll go. And then
We'll probably try and fight some of the bots.
sure. Yeah, and so you were instructed as well when you were brought there. If you need something to change, just tell the room. So if you're over, on the northeast side, you tell the room, it'll change those robots. And then as far as working is concerned, why don't you go ahead and do well, I guess, are you trying to do something in particular when it comes to work, or are you just kind of like what needs doing?
Yeah, I think Bonk was just kind of like, well, if you need help with like anything lifting or anything he can help, he'll be there.
Okay, sure. So there are a few things. It's just random stuff here and there where they would need help with lifting heavier things or moving stuff around. Siva's appears to constantly have to be in the armory, and he seems to be the strongest one. So they do call upon you for that. So go ahead and give me give me 2 strength checks. Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. Hold on 1 second. Strongin. Where did that go? All right. Let's see. Okay, so so you definitely are helpful throughout the week that you are called upon with no issues, and you. Sorry, let me read really quick here. I gotta make a quick roll. Okay. You do have a couple of people who, because they're not used to seeing people like you around here very often, you get a few sideways glances. Nobody makes you feel threatened or anything, but you know that people are kind of looking at you sideways like, what the hell is this guy doing here? Why is he moving furniture? Where did he come from? That kind of thing.
I feel like that's just normal stuff, so Bonk can kind of ignore it and just wave at them and move on.
Perfect. But you do gain good favor with a couple of people that you help. One of them is Lael now, so you already had good favor there. Kira.
Kira's fully planning on getting Bunkin to drop off her backpack and then shutting herself in the room with Min for a couple of weeks to do the thing.
Okay.
Does that mean I take it out of my inventory?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you could take her backpack out of it. I think that's fair if you guys are going to be staying somewhere for 2 weeks.
I'm just going to turn it off. I'll turn it back on when she gives it back.
That's also fair. Hopefully you don't need to get it back, though.
Okay, so you need to go ahead and give me a
Would it be your Arcana?
well, so I need you to do a sorry, this is gonna be a little different. Hold on.
It gets to be complicated.
Mm-hmm.
This is the guy who just got his ass kicked by psychic damage.
Ingredients too. Okay, so give me a to determine if you're able to get the materials you need, roll a d20 for me. Okay. And then give me a percentile. Okay. So you're able to get the majority of the materials that you need, but there's one component that you're gonna have to venture out to get, or they're gonna have to venture out to get it for you if you're willing to pay them to do it. That one's crew.
How much would it cost to get them to venture out? / is this venturing out something I could do during this 2 weeks?
You probably wouldn't be able to because you're not familiar with the area well enough to do it yourself. But if you
Okay.
wanted to pay them to do it,
I will absolutely throw money at the problem. I don't know where the closest hardware store is, or
Right.
if hardware stores exist.
Yeah. So it's going to be. Where did it just go? Oh, it's going to be 150 gold.
Done.
Okay. So they say that they will get it for you as soon as they can. They don't know when it will be, though. And Leilna apologizes. She says, I know that you all are just taking some time right now, but unfortunately, I don't think... I don't think it'll be done before that time. We'll let you know if it is.
Yeah, it's... I know it was kind of a long shot. We hit the time, and I thought maybe... yeah, don't... It's okay. And then is there anything else I could help with in the meantime, or I could work on getting the rest of it done and just add in the final parts?
No, yeah, you can, Kira, that you can do the majority of it without this component, and just kind of have it ready to go.
Cool. Then I'm going to try for that.
Okay, so I want to see what everybody thinks of this because it was my mistake earlier that caused you guys to spar. I would like to adjudicate the sparring because I misunderstood. I thought Marcus was saying he wanted to help him as opposed to using you. I know, but I thought you
want to help him with my telekinetic movement, which had nothing to do with combat.
So I'd like to adjudicate that sparring if everybody's okay with that because I'm not going to have somebody's character psyche get completely screwed because I misunderstood. Is everyone okay with that?
It wouldn't have been screwed if it wasn't psychic damage.
Yeah, but that's my fault.
With a mind sliver, he would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Right, that's on me. That's on me. So if everybody's okay, we're gonna say the sparring didn't happen. Marcus and Aegis were in the training room at the same time, and Aegis, your role was great for your acrobatics. So, but you would definitely see like Marcus is getting used to his armor. He's getting used to his weapon. The two of you are, you can see that you're going to work well together in combat once it gets to that point, just based on how you two are able to move around the battlefield now. Is everybody okay with this call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're fine with it.
I'm good with it.
Why,
that was my misunderstanding that caused that, so I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Okay, so the downtime, did everybody get to do what they wanted during their downtime? For their 2 weeks. Perfect.
Do you need me to roll for the rest of anything or wait until I have final parts?
We're going to wait till we have final parts. Yep.
Okay.
Because it's going to, just like Tempest, yours is going to be a couple of downtime thing just because dice giveth and dice taketh away, so.
Yep.
I guess I have a question about downtime stuff. like in amongst like learning, the saxophone and whatnot, would there have been like any time to like do the outside carousing, or are they kind of keeping us like inside the building for the time being, or is
Yeah, so you'll be, I mean, you're not being like forced to stay inside of the building, but if you want to dedicate your downtime to learning the saxophone, then that's what you spent like you're doing like 10-hour days with him, and then you're like
okay?
exhausted. Same thing
Okay,
with
yep.
learning your stuff. You are in that training place nonstop until you literally can't move, and then you pass out and you start all over again the next day.
That's fair.
Okay. Now, in the future, if you guys do want to split it, it just does change the level of success that you'll have with what you're doing. So if you wanted to carouse, you do a great job of that if you did it for 2 weeks. But if you split it between something else, then you might not get as many contacts or as much information.
Yep, totally reasonable.
Okay, perfect.
Kind of like how I had split it and only ended up getting the one favor.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I think I also split mine, but I think I got a bunch.
Well, you split yours, but you didn't. I mean, your benefit was people like you more, but also some people don't because yours had a chance to have that happen.
Yeah, fair.
But typically in the future, if you do work downtime and you're not within headquarters, you may even be able to gain some money. So that would be the benefit of doing that.
All right.
All right. So downtime activities have ended. We will say that we are on the last night of the second week, and you guys are all back in your quarters.
Description-wise, Kira has been just straight up in her quarters for essentially the past 2 weeks. She's come out, grabbed food, and like gone back pretty much, like very much that focused distance look. She's been covered in miscellaneous metal dust and leather scraps and just signs of work every time she's come out.
Yeah, and you might see Tempest kind of in the living room area every once in a while, just kind of like tooting away on the saxophone, trying to get it right, and it's pretty annoying if you're in there, especially early on.
Sounding good, Tempest.
Oh, thanks. I'm getting there. It's a very complicated instrument. Have you seen these buttons?
There's a lot of them. I can't count that many buttons.
There's a fuck ton of these buttons. They all do something different.
Marcus does come up the stairs each night in his armor, and you just kind of hear him like chunk, 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 chunk down the hall. And if you follow that trail at all, it is very reminiscent of dirty tiefling sweat. He smells like sulfur and hot ash all the way. Not ass, ash. Thank you very much, my tiefling.
And ass.
And ass. And then he doesn't say shit for like 2 weeks. He's very distant. Not unnaturally, but he's distant because he's just so focused on the training.
I think Kira's probably going to notice this, but occasionally, like a puff of smoke will, in the shape of some kind of form, will fly by her window, probably like once a day.
Do you do the
nonstop?
Do you do the behemoth frog or whatever it is?
Absolutely.
I feel like there's a background process like running in Kira's brain, like, okay, I need to get Min to go after the smoke. Like, this is a necessary part of her programming. And that's like that's the whole reason she doesn't finish. It's not even the part. She's just trying to figure out how to get Min to
on that.
Yep.
Oh god, yeah, and there probably would be a lot of illusions coming out of Tempest's window too. Come think of it, because there's this pipe of illusions.
Oh yeah.
Different kind of pipe of illusions.
Thank goodness I sleep.
And I will say,
Campaign.
despite being exhausted, because all of you will be exhausted, you're all expending energy daily, in one way or another. The rooms are quieter somehow. Like, you're not hearing the angry geese anymore at night that you were hearing nonstop, even if the window's open. So Leilna kept her promise.
Must have installed insulation.
That's exactly what it was.
We've got a good contractor. It only took 2 weeks for this entire 4-story building.
But yeah,
Best
so
kind of contractor. Wow.
Hopefully they didn't contract a crew of goblins, but
Kira's coming out to grab snacks at this point in wherever we are. She's on her nightly fridge run.
so Marcus is standing at the counter eating a banana. And he's got a jar of peanut butter open, and he's got a spoon kind of like sitting on the lid, which is loaded with peanut butter. And as he goes to scoop it and sees Kira walk in, he goes, "You know, you never responded when I asked how I looked in this." And he kind of like flicks the visor.
You hear in the distance.
Bonkin is like at the oven trying to figure out how it works. Is like, should I leave?
You have to set it to 375, Master Bonkin, and then you place the pizza directly on the rack for 15 to 23 minutes.
What number is that? Is this one?
Here, I got that for you, Bonkin.
Oh,
And he'll just bam, bam, bam. He's very quick with it.
yeah, because he had practice when he was down working with the priests. Yep.
Thank you,
Yep.
Master Marcus.
Marcus, that's your name.
Aegis.
Sorry, Aegis. You know what's funny? If you guys look on my screen, I can't. Oh, wait, hang on,
Yeah.
take a screenshot. So my screen, hang on, it's all fucked up. Alright, anyways.
God, creative one.
This is Master Aegis. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, not the
Mr.
problem.
Aegis. I can't.
Did some of this when I was
understand
helping
how
out down at the temple there, so.
Oh, that's very clever of you. I can't get these bloody things to work. Guess I'm just too old for this.
I think we all might be a little too old for, well, all of this, really.
He's gonna laugh. I think you might be right. He's gonna like give you that heavy pat on the back. At least I can say I'm older than most of me kind. What's that number you said, Mr. Marcus? Like 200? 200?
375.
375.
That one.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you, Master Aegis. Keep it up. Mistress Kira.
So she in Elven, of course.
Oh boy.
Oh God, stop trying to fuck me.
Dashing, I think would be the word. It suits you.
Kind of
likes
like
you.
taken aback, and he looks down and he goes, I thought Master Tempest was more dashing than this. This is
Oh.
very
You don't hold.
militaristic.
So she gets a little bit of that mischievous look again, and it's absolutely because she's so tired at the moment. But she says, "Oh, you don't hold a breeze to Tempest, but it suits you."
Hold
Oh.
the breeze to Tempest.
Well, I think Master Aegis has this situation under control. Thank you. Excuse me. And he grabs a couple of bananas off the rack, and he kind of steps past and he says, "Have a great night, men."
She looks for a moment a little bit like sad, like it didn't have quite the result she was hoping for. But she grabs whatever she
Wah,
grabs a
wah.
bag of Doritos, and then
There's
looks-
definitely Doritos, yeah.
yep, Doritos, and Min also probably sneaks in and grabs. I'm gonna say goldfish, and like grabs that, and then just in common looks over and just I hope I didn't just offend him. Do you two? Do either of you need anything? Otherwise, I've got a little bit more work to do on this.
Do you need any help with anything? I'm a bit tired, but I can help with some stuff. Lifting things.
Unless you know how to inscribe runes in a way that confuses half the wizards I've spoken to.
Probably not.
No, thank you.
Okay then. That's
He's-
honest
What did I
enough.
tell you, huh?
Sure.
The world!
Thank you for the follow, Daniel.
She's the worst in the world.
Thank you.
I appreciate the willingness. It's
Oh, Demon Naruto. That makes
strange,
more sense
but
now that I
thank
see
you.
the whole name.
Um,
Welcome in.
No, I wouldn't know how to explain the help that I would need. Leona said that she would try and find the last of the supplies for me, I guess.
Yeah, it's always that one thing when you try and buy something. I'm guessing.
Yeah, just that one thing. I thought about going out and seeing if I could fight a goose or two to try and get it, but she said something about a aces or a I don't know.
You mean like the card?
Yeah, those. They also said that I couldn't go into one of their garages and try and take apart a car, so
What's a car? You mean like a carriage?
it's the Angry Goose carriage.
He's not very smart.
So, is it carriage carried by geese, or is it like geese on the inside?
It's a thing that they train horses to drive.
Ugh.
So the geese are on the inside then the horse is on the
The
outside.
horses are on the inside.
No.
Can you all keep quiet? I'm trying to fucking sleep here.
Sorry, I'll get back to my playing.
Oh,
When you close your door, Marcus, you can't hear the saxophone anymore.
oh, thank God.
Or anything outside.
Oh, thank God.
Frog floats by your window.
I hate it. No, I got the blinds drawn. Fuck you,
I
frog.
don't want to see your fucking frog.
Fuck you and your smoke frog, bonkin.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before you rest?
Bonkin
Only-
probably takes his pizza, eats it whole. Probably tells Kira.
Yeah, he
I'm
doesn't
cutting
cut
it.
it. Just
Tells Kira. Oh well.
Just
if you
like
need-
real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. He said he.
We were
he
all.
just
we were-
rolls it into a fucking stogie and pops it in his mouth.
They probably
We
tell
were
Kira.
all thinking the same thing.
They probably tell Kira. If you need help with lifting anything or need something, I guess, big, done, you can ask for my help. I'm quite literally right next to you. So, just follow the trail of the smoke.
Is that you?
Yeah, it makes these funny creatures. That's why I love it.
Wonderful. In that case, at some point I'm going to need you to come over to my room for some testing. I've been working on a thing with Min, but that's not right now. You should probably get some sleep.
I'm a bit tired. I've been busy. As I see you have too. You look like you need sleep more than I do. Do you even sleep?
Not really, but it's also hard to rest when things still have to be done.
Well, I think you should take this, and he's probably gonna give her like an energy drink. Probably like a monster
Here,
or
have a
something.
monster.
Yeah. This has been helping me get a bit of energy, so maybe it'll help you. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go to bed. If you want someone to visit you in your room, I think you should talk to Mr. Marcus. I think he really liked the compliment you gave him.
Man,
I-
fuck you.
Don't think that Marcus is terribly happy with me at the moment, but
No, you should have seen it. He was practically red.
she laughs all.
I want to clarify. Bonkin has no idea if like Marcus is actually or like embarrassed or not. He's just going with it.
Well, I'll try this then. Yeah. And then she's gonna shuffle, so she's actually gonna grab a second, so she's got like a Monster and a Red Bull both, and tuck them in one arm with the bag of Doritos. Min still got the goldfish, and then she's going to Aegis, did you need anything?
Aegis is gonna think about that for a moment. No, Not that I can think of, but give me a moment. And he'll go ahead and walk off over back towards the chair that he has basically been making a bed for him, and grab the amulet of Soon and walk back and give it to Kira. Maybe you go ahead and sleep with this tonight.
Oh.
Maybe some inward reflection.
I'm sorry, what was the last thing you said?
Maybe some inward reflection.
Yeah.
I'll take my yellow card.
Would she understand the significance of that necessarily? I'm gonna throw that at the DM there.
Yeah, I'm thinking. You could just do an intelligence check. It seems like a really nice thing that he's doing. You're not really sure completely what it means, but it's one of the nicest things somebody's done for you, especially somebody you don't really know.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. It's probably very obvious, like her confusion, but also
You can insight check her if you want, Aegis.
Yeah, why not? We'll go for it.
Oh no, the Tempests are duplicate.
Yeah, I would say you can tell she doesn't really understand. She's just kind of like, oh, thanks. Kind of like a parent that doesn't know what their kid drew when they hand them the picture. Like, oh, thank you. Not demeaning by any means, but she just doesn't really understand the true meaning behind it.
You don't know much about the gods, do you?
There's just like 2 blinks. Well, no.
Sorry, can I get through the door? You're kind of blocking.
Did you want Doritos? She just holds up the bag that she's still holding.
It's the Aegis, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
No, she offered the Doritos as Bunkin went past.
Oh.
And then turned her attention back to Aegis.
Oh, was it to me?
Well,
he just left.
let's just say Lady Love's on your side tonight. Just keep that on you.
Oh, God.
And that'll be kind of like his hint as he walks away.
She's absolutely just gonna be just standing there for a minute, just kind of trying to process that. And then she's just gonna nod a little bit and turn and, well, maybe that will be so. You have a good night, Aegis.
It's a terrifying.
Just like down that little middle hall. And you too, Kira.
Well, guess who wants your love tonight, Kira?
As
Go
she
get that
starts to go back to her room, there's
slippery
definitely the sound of an energy drink getting cracked right
Yeah.
before bed. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, so give me a Constitution saving throw, Kira.
Oh, shit. You don't need... Oh, God, that was not good. God, I wish I had something.
Never sleep again.
You feel a little jittery, more so than usual. Like you walk in, you see your unfinished project. It annoys you mildly, so you turn your attention elsewhere, and you feel like you just have to work on something. You just kind of start cleaning. You spend a solid hour cleaning before you feel like you can actually settle down.
This is absolutely because of that pendant. It's nothing to do with this energy drink.
No, nothing to do with the energy drink, of course.
She does keep that on her though. But yeah, she'll top to bottom. She's not being quiet in any way.
Okay, yeah. Once you feel like it got a good solid clean, you feel like you can finally chill out. Also, you
Perfect.
see a few giant smoky frogs go past your window. Anything else?
Each one bigger than the last.
Yeah, he's getting real good at that. Anything else from anybody for the night?
Nope.
I had no notice tonight.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I did take the bag of Doritos.
You did? Okay. Noted. All right. So if nobody else has anything, go ahead and do long rests for those who had used anything at any point. Or if you haven't long rested from the last time, you've had several. Yeah, so I was just about to say we can do a quick break here. Give it 5-10 minutes, and then we are going to jump into the next day and probably a little bit of trouble.
This is 2 weeks after.
Correct.
Where we had just picked up. Okay.
Yep, this is the end of the downtime, so it'll be the morning after the downtime.
All right.
All right.
See you
All
later.
right.
All right, I'm back.
Oh no, no, I don't need. All right. We're gonna give people a few more minutes. Just put my hoodie back on. 'Cause I don't like this. Hey, Tempest, I was gonna ask you, do you guys have Buc-ee's out there?
Buc-ee's?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Buc-ee's is so good.
No. What is that?
I was curious how
Our
far it goes.
Southern friend.
Yeah. I was
Fucking
curious how
hard
far it
over
goes.
here.
Think of it basically like a truck stop type of deal. Most of these places have like at least 60, 70, 80 gas station like spots that you can pull
Gas
up.
pumps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actual pumps.
It's like a mini
We're-
mall. It's a
It
mini
is.
mall.
Yeah. And the even better part is though you go on in, oh my goodness, just about every Buc-ee's I've been to has some of the best either pulled pork, brisket, or both.
Oh, the
Yeah.
pulled pork.
The brisket
pulled
is so
pork
good.
Tacos and the pulled pork burritos and the pulled pork.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Fucking
god.
speaking
damn
my
it.
language now, man.
And if you think
Brisket tacos, you can get brisket burritos with fucking.
And they have-
Oh.
if you
And they
think
have
of
some really good homemade fudge too.
yes, they do, and their
That
jerky.
caramel- we got when we moved, which by the way was like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
We hit the first Buc-ee's we hit. We took pictures and videos going in. We're like, oh god, we heard about Buc-ee's. We thought it was a Texas thing, but we hit Tennessee, and Tennessee was like, hold my whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey.
And yeah,
Moonshine.
it was. I mean, it was amazing. The fudge. I think we had caramel apple fudge.
Also-
and, like, brisket. Oh.
And their jerky wall. And if you think of the cleanest public bathroom I've ever been in, it's 1,000 times cleaner than that.
There was a dude who stood behind me when I peed, literally, with his back turned to me, like a gentleman, like a true gentleman. And I peed. As soon as I turned around, he was in my urinal scrubbing it out. And I'm not joking about that.
They get paid very well too.
I don't like.
I was gonna say, I hope at least that, because that's a pretty shitty job.
It's a shitty job, but they make like $22 an hour.
Yeah, just to clean the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
But it's clean, and they sell. I mean, it's like, oh, are you driving to a different state and you forgot tweezers? All the way to, oh, are you going to Florida and you don't have a swimsuit? And then you can buy like all the Buc-ee's stuff with beach towel. I mean, they have everything you could possibly need. It's
Yeah. It's like stepping into like a mini Walmart or
Yeah.
something, basically.
but cleaner.
Yep. And
But
10 times
cleaner-
more expensive.
And also a lot better food.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim and I were talking about that the other day, actually. She's like, because our youngest was like, hey, Buc-ee's. And we're like, you want to go to Buc-ee's? He's like, yeah. And then we're like driving past there yesterday morning. And I was like, we're not stopping at fucking Buc-ee's, because if we stop there, we're going to spend $85
Yeah.
for us to eat and then buy shit
Yeah.
we don't need. We need to move on.
But we would have fudge and jerky right now.
But we would have fudge and jerky right now. And Buc-ee's fights. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, it does sound. Yeah, we don't have Buc-ee's up this way. We just have, I guess, yeah, the closest equivalent to what that sounds like is, yeah, just like Rose said,
Costco.
Costco,
Yeah.
or the big
Yeah.
stores like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Buc-ee's is if you're ever driving past one, stop. Make the stop. It's worth it.
Hell yeah, baby. Buc-ee's and Kroger. That's my shit.
Yeah.
Well, it used to
I
be
was-
my shit. Did I tell you guys, by the way? I got assaulted.
Oh God, we didn't tell the story
I got
yet.
assaulted in Kroger.
Not this
On
year,
Thanksgiving.
2
Okay,
weeks
so
ago.
It was
I've
this
heard-
year on Thanksgiving. I got assaulted by an employee.
Was just murder Kroger's? Because there's
No.
there's a
Out there in
place.
Robbins.
Right. There's a place actually like near one of my company's offices. They're right next to a Kroger's, and they call it Murder Kroger's because somebody got fucking murdered
Good lord.
in Kroger's. and apparently it's like kind of a big recurring thing where like somebody would get assaulted at that Kroger, so they just called it Murder Kroger's and never go there.
That was the Denny's in Springfield. So the Denny's in Springfield, somebody got stabbed in the heart with a spoon. Yeah. Yeah, for real. It was an ongoing joke with us in EMS because we're like, oh, keep them away from the spoons. But that truly happened. Somebody got stabbed in the heart with a spoon at Denny's.
What? Cut his heart out with a spoon.
Yeah, fuck Kevin over here glancing at New Haven.
He's like, oh, yeah.
We don't talk about the dark
Shadowlands.
There's no. You guys we're gonna be like, there's a disturbance at Denny's. We need to go.
Nope. No, fuck that. Somebody died. Let the first responders hit it up, and then we'll clean up the aftermath. Okay?
Not sorry for one-upping your story, but you reminded me. I totally forgot about that till you said that. No.
Like, doesn't matter, but like, was it like the spoon part, or was it like the back end of the spoon? That's what I'm really curious
It
about.
was honestly before my time as an EMT. I didn't answer, so I didn't answer the call, so I don't know. It was just the story that one of the old timers told, because he did answer the call. But by the time he got there, it was like, it didn't matter. But you tell what happened at our Kroger, because it's fucking terrible.
Okay, I'm just gonna make it short because I want to play DV. Long story short, I went into our Kroger on Thanksgiving, walked in the right-hand side entrance, realized they didn't have anything that I needed, and tried to exit out the same entrance. I moved past the first set of doors and was stopped by a woman in the second set of doors who told me I was not allowed to exit through that set of doors, and I said, what are you talking about? That's silly. Ha 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 ha. Happy Thanksgiving. And I went to turn the doorknob, and she grabbed my fucking wrist and bent it up to my elbow and tried to smack me and said, you can't go out that fucking door. And I said, who the fuck are you, bitch? I'm about to knock you out for touching me like that. And then it was a whole fucking thing. I wound up having to call a store manager down. Store manager wasn't there because obviously the store manager sends the ASM in on Thanksgiving. And it was just a mess. And now I'm in contact with their corporate office and have assault charges pending against this associate who tried to block me from leaving.
I'm so proud of him for not losing. I was like, I'm so glad I was in the car with the kids.
Guys,
I don't know if I would have been able to contain myself.
I was this close to striking a woman across the face with my fist because I went into defensive mode when she grabbed my fucking wrist, and my blood pressure spiked, and then my HR voice trickled across my face. Trickled, that's a new thing, by the way. Trickled across my face, trickled across my face. And I was like, oh, this is how we're going to do it? Okay, I need to speak to your manager. And she said, okay, here's his name. So, yeah, it was a whole fucking mess. But she very well may be going to jail here pretty soon. Because, yeah, she fucking assaulted me.
It's crazy.
No good.
Crazy.
I mean, I have to imagine there's probably like a lot of like calls for shoplifting probably, and she's probably just like on high alert regularly, and then just did it to the wrong person who wasn't actually shoplifting.
And I was about to say, I can understand being on high alert, but there's also very much having, especially having worked that position there basically before. So there's a huge difference between those.
Bingo. And I spent almost 5 years as an internal investigator for a retail chain, and I was loss prevention for that entire time. And I know loss prevention. No, she was part of the janitorial service. Turns out, the entire time, she was cleaning the fucking vestibule and locked the front door so people couldn't ruin her work. Because she was cleaning the fucking floors, and I had no idea. I literally had no idea. She had a fucking broom and a dustpan. The entry doors to the outside were wide open, and then I got to the second set of doors, and I was like laughing, like, what do you mean I can't get out of here? You mean I can't get out of here? That's silly.
How absurd.
And she just, dude, she grabbed my wrist, and as she bent it, I was like,
And guys, he gets in the car and goes, well, that was weird. I'm like, what happened?
Just totally nonchalant.
Well, that was weird. Ugh. All right.
Yeah, their corporate legal team has been in contact with me, and they were like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And I was like, "You should pull up your cameras on this day at this time and just have a look."
Happy Thanksgiving.
Assholes! Come on.
Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham, hog, dog, chicken, turkey, rabbit, you name it.
We did too.
If you haven't seen that, go watch.
You should. Go watch just go to YouTube. All right, so okay, so you guys all successfully get a long rest in the morning. And every morning breakfast has been ready, same extent as before, but y'all have been really busy this past week, so it's been kind of a grab and go situation. Yes, pocket bacon is available for those who'd like to take it. The little wax envelopes are there every morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
no.
think
Aegis has been constantly like restocking on 2 or 3 things of pocket bacon a day.
Perfect. Yeah, so you had plenty of energy.
Yeah, I think after Aegis showed him, Bonkin would start doing it as well.
Perfect. And
I'm not proud of it, but Marcus is probably also eating pocket bacon as well as like hard-boiled eggs and bananas for the potassium.
yeah, yep. And it's all there. And there's also, they bring you guys lunch and stuff too wherever you're at during the couple weeks. But okay, so
Kira
Nope.
has found Pop-Tarts and other junk food. So she's had a lot of Doritos and Cheetos and Pop-Tarts and...
I need you guys to know this too, because of Xavier. This is filled with snacks. It's a pantry full of snacks because that is Xavier's style. I just want you to know our pantry full of snacks. You walk in, you grab something, you walk out. So this one is full of all of those things. Kira absolutely can have all of those things.
I imagine like Kira's like borderline diabetic at this point, just pounding Red Bull and Doritos.
We walk in.
Swollen.
We kind of like knock, and the door just opens, and here's Kira sitting at a computer drinking a Mountain Dew.
Sorry, I derailed this, Kira. Go ahead.
Did I not need to decode this fucking computer? Oh, what is that? Oh god, a laptop?
It was gonna hit the corner. It's gonna hit the corner one of these days.
It's just staring at the screen.
No, she does head towards the kitchen. She's dressed in that a little bit of work in progress, like kind of bikery clothes that she's found. That way she still has some of the reinforcement. And she heads straight for the snack cabinet.
If Bonkin ever like catches Kira just bringing out snacks and stuff, he'll give her the typical dad of like, you should maybe try eating these things. But because he's not her actual father, he won't push it.
You're not my real dad.
Yeah. I've told my daughter to like eat these things, so I'm gonna try and tell you too.
I mean, yeah, you can put it on the plate too. That sounds good. I don't know what it is, but it sounds good.
Broccoli.
The toothbrush of the colon.
Oh,
wait, no, that's celery. Sorry.
You can have that too.
Okay,
Today Bonkin's eating a salad.
Min can eat anything that she doesn't need. It's just a garbage disposal in there.
Nom 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 nom.
Bitch eating our chairs.
As long as you don't touch my chair, I'm happy.
Well, actually, there's a thing I could do to the chair. Oh, you're okay.
So if Min is really hungry, I guess she can have my chair. I'd like to have a piece of it though, so I can sit down. But I can sit on the floor if need be.
That's sweet, but no, Min doesn't need to eat anything here.
Because she likes to eat souls.
There's a familiar ding.
It's the souls.
Ooh, my souls are done.
God. And you guys will hear you're all too familiar with the way it sounds when Leilna comes to visit at this point.
There, as soon as that ding happens from Marcus's room, there's a lot of like. It's like. Here we go.
Perfect. Yeah, and so as she'll kind of go hello as she walks in, trying to respect privacy.
I think Kira's gonna like put the snacks down, like put them back as if she definitely wasn't just going for that, and then turn around with a kid caught in the cookie jar look on her face.
Do you want me to carry them?
Maybe. I always come back for them.
I'll keep them for you if you want them. We're probably going out now.
Marcus just like pumps the door open. Oh, the Golden Commander. Yes. Hello. And he kind of like with his visor in full bright pink and the little scepters at his side and the pistol at his hip. He's like, what do we owe the pleasure?
Oh, from what I understand, many of you have finished at least most of what you're trying to do. I wanted to just check in on everybody and see how you're feeling after 2 weeks of nonstop training, and are you feeling more confident in the armor? It seems like you've got it down.
Yes, I think at this point I understand it quite well. Let me lead you to the breakfast bar where my companions are, please.
Excellent.
Oh, actually, this is morning. This is like the
This is like the morning after the 2-week downtime.
Then yeah, I would say Tempest is definitely in with the others having breakfast. I can't.
Marcus kind of.
Oh, you can't.
Oh,
I gave it to you. Hold on, let me undo it and redo it. Let me turn it off and back on.
Turn it on.
Can you do it now?
Yes.
Yay!
There we go.
I
love that model so much, it is disgusting.
Sexy Sax Man.
He is so in the midst of Sexy Sax Man content.
Oh, without a doubt.
Marcus walks in and he says, friends, the Golden Commander is here to speak to us. And he kind of like walks around the corner, leans up against the breakfast bar and grabs a banana. And he eats it because he needs to stretch.
Okay.
You want some bacon? We got some bacon.
No. Oh, her. Sorry. Yes.
Her. Yeah, no, you have your fucking banana. I'm offering bacon.
Would you like parmy salad, Marcus?
Actually, yes. Can I have the tomatoes and the cucumbers, please?
Yeah, sure. And he probably has like this giant bowl, like bonker size.
Yeah, it's like a
He
huge.
just like grabs an entire tomato uncut and just like.
No, they're cut. He knows how
Oh,
to
they're
cook
cut.
a
Okay,
little bit.
He's civilized, at least a little.
His mama taught him.
Well, good. I'm so glad to see that you all are. And she'll step over and she will grab a piece of bacon. I'm glad to see that you all are eating well. It looks like you've all rested well. I was hoping that we might be able to request some help today from you. I'm not sure when. We kind of wait for when it hits us, but we listened to what would they have been called in your time? They're police here. Did you have police?
You mean gods?
No.
Constabulary?
The law keepers?
Mm,
Sheriffs?
The
Sure.
kingdomship?
Guards?
Town god?
Yes,
Oh,
town guards.
Town god, yes.
Yes, so they actually have communication that goes out regularly when there are problems, and we often listen to that and try to intervene on those items that seem necessary.
Is it from your tiny box with them tiny wizard in it?
It's a similar box, yes. Mm-hmm.
Wait, the tiny wizard or the lightning wizard? And then he points to the fucking light fixtures on the walls.
No, the tiny one, in that small little black box where she says she can...
Oh, that one. Yes. Okay, so there's the... God, how many wizards do you have in this world?
Again, it's not tiny wizards.
It's the electricity.
Marcus snaps his fingers and he says, "That's right.
The big wizard.
Electricity, yes. It's like a lightning wizard, kind of modified into a smaller version, and then blasted out amongst an entire population.
I
Right.
think it's more
Did-
like a bunch of magical artifacts, but a different kind of magic. It's like a second type of magic.
Bored. What did the guard say?
Ooh.
Well, again, so
Sorry, I'm getting a little punchy. I haven't had my coffee yet.
did you get to train? Did you get? How are you doing on the saxophone?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. Do you want to hear a couple tunes? No. We need to focus. What's the problem? I'm doing great on the saxophone, by the way. Thanks for asking. But what's the thing?
So you guys hear this?
New Haven PD, New Haven Fire, New Haven PD, New Haven Fire. We have a 1025 in progress. 1025 in progress, possible 1029, Edgewood Park, 41 Cold Spring Street, 41 Cold Spring Street. Report of several suspicious subjects in the area and possible altercation. Repeat, 1025 in progress with possible 1029. Report of several suspicious subjects in the area and possible altercation. PD to 1014 and fire to 200. New Haven dispatch clear.
Well, that was one of them. And she points. There's like a different little box up here that's connected to her armor on her chest.
Bonk will probably be looking around for where the sound is coming from.
She'll be pointing like right at the box. This is how we know. This is how we.
Another
So
tiny wizard box. This one's in your arm.
kind of. But when this happens, we have to move quick. Are you all ready?
I think we're ready. Let's go. And Marcus kind of like holds out his two scepters, but he doesn't pop the blades. He's like, "Are you ready to roll?" And he kind of like starts doing squats.
I need to. I have my pajamas on, but I can go get dressed.
Meet us downstairs in 15 minutes. Let's go.
Yes, quickly.
I'll quickly
Okay.
finish my salad, and he'll just take a giant like, handful and then put the
just
bowl down.
just lettuce. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
Marcus grabs a tomato and
Pocket bacon it is for breakfast today.
So Kira downs the remaining half of the energy drink she was working on, and then, Bunkin, my bag's already packed. I cleaned everything last night, so it should be ready for you. Thank you. And she heads for the door
Alright.
without seeing if Bunkin's even willing.
Alright, I'll get it later.
As long as we have before we go, just in case something breaks. Thank you.
So she'll be waiting with the. She'll have her arm holding the elevator open.
I totally forgot how this place works to be able to get to things. There's too many doors.
It's okay.
yeah, I'm not gonna do it. By
Just
Brian.
put her in, it's
I'm
okay.
teleporting myself. To
We make our own doors. That's what power armor's for.
Like Tempest, I imagine, like runs in, like kind of like buttoning up.
Still
his
buttoning,
pants, like,
yeah.
"Oh, shit."
You missed. You're actually missed, but you'll have time on the elevator, and she'll push
Yep.
the button. We'll go down to the ground floor. As soon as you get downstairs, there's actually a car. It's just like it's actually an SUV, and the doors open, and she goes, "Get in quickly, get in." You guys just jump in the car.
Where's the horse?
It's
Yeah,
inside.
yeah.
It's driving. Get in.
Oh,
Marcus doesn't
okay.
even think twice. He fucking dives straight in.
Bonkin is
Aegis
probably gonna go last.
literal. Oh, go ahead.
No, Bonkin is probably gonna climb in last, trying to be like, "Where did you put the horse? Where are the geese?"
Go, go, go.
Yeah, I was about to say, Aegis will go like legitimately diving in, like he's about to dive into a pool or something.
Okay, it's a tall SUV, so you land on the floor, and everybody kind of clambers in. The vehicle takes off. It was just a black SUV, black windows. Not much to really say about it. It's not
I'm
driving.
assuming Bonkin has to like bend down.
Yeah, he's
Just
gonna
like-
duck down a little bit because he's tall. You guys take a few turns. She did not jump in with you guys, just so that you know. She did not jump in with you guys. When she closes the door, you don't go very, very far. You notice it does not feel like a very long travel, but you don't know how cars work, so maybe you went really far. And then when you get there, the doors open, and you find yourselves. Oops.
Just imagine Tempest like looking at all the other people on the road. Like, what's this? What's this? What's that?
Yeah, like things are kind of again. Like it doesn't seem like you went very far. You can see out the windows, and you only made a couple of turns, and you were there. 1 second. Actually, I'm gonna copy you guys from here because you have your new tokens. So you get to. And I'll let you guys move yourselves. Here. The park is kind of dark. Like
we can't see anything.
Hold on a
It's
second.
pitch
Park is
black.
really
Yeah.
dark.
The park's super dark. You guys can't see a damn
Holy
thing.
Shit. Wait, I got my visor. I can see in the dark.
Damn, it's very morning. The sun hasn't risen yet.
Yeah, right. It is pretty early, but
Oh, is it really?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't. Yeah.
All right. So you're at the park. It's pretty dark at the moment. Hold on one second.
So.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna say I have dark vision 60 feet. So.
Yeah. And where are you? 5,
I do too. Nice.
I can actually
Yeah,
see like
that
10 feet
more.
further. Oh, well, no, because I believe we're seeing lights up here, right? Is it
Yes,
like
you're
park
seeing lights up
Okay.
here. Yeah.
So that should just open us to
Yes.
normal light then. Okay.
Yeah. Once you
So
get
it's
up,
like it's like sunrise kind of lighting
Yeah.
out here.
but it's also super foggy, and it wasn't foggy on the drive over here. So you guys notice immediately there's a pretty dense fog in the area.
Okay, Candace, what are these things? Are these lights? These
Garbage
little-
cans.
Garbage cans. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And these are our picnic tables.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm
Is this
not gonna
actually
lie.
the New Haven Green?
No.
No, okay.
Don't worry.
Past
No.
was very familiar, actually. You
No.
almost nailed it.
I saw those trash cans and I'm like, please tell me those are bird baths.
No, they're trash cans. So you guys
Very
can
much
hear.
like New Haven, there's like trash all around them, I'm sure too.
So I don't know. Could you guys understand pretty well what was being said on the dispatch? So-
It was kind of fast for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I heard it clearly, but it was fast, and I was not typing notes.
That's okay, no problem. So the part that you would have understood would be disturbance and several suspicious individuals in the area, and possible disturbance.
DM notes. When we're like, as the car stops before we get out, I'm gonna hit Min with a warding bond.
Okay, noted. And so again, you do hear movement up. Oh, hold on, I still have the damn fog of war thing. Up this way. I will let you kind of get yourselves ready, get in marching order. It doesn't seem like anybody's coming at you. You can just hear some movement up ahead.
I think as soon as Tempest gets out of the SUV, also he'll kind of like break out his saxophones and play a couple notes, and give Marcus a whatchamacallit, the performance of creation. So you
Okay.
get that little moat that kind of hovers around your head for
And
a
you get to
moment.
choose what kind of kind of an inspiration you have, right?
Yeah, it's a bardic inspiration, but like depending on how you use it,
Right.
certain things happen.
Is it? Do I choose it?
Yes.
Yeah, in the moment.
What are my options?
Can you share the thing?
Yeah.
Thank
I was just.
If
about
I
to do that.
remember correctly, it's like if it's an attack roll, then this happens.
Right.
If it's a saving throw, then
There it
this
is.
bonus happens. If it's a skill check, then this happens.
No, he just
Creation bards, man, they might be one of my favorite new
Oh, that's the
subclasses.
wrong.
It's a created item.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I think he create. This is the wrong one. Hold on a second.
Creation. That's not what I.
One sec.
So that'll stick around for 3 hours. Use it as you will. The last time you used it, it was pretty cool. So do that again.
Do it again.
Is this actually the thing?
You're talking. You did the mode of potential, right? Or did you do something else?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. That's what that was.
Okay.
I got it, hold on.
I was looking at
No. I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing.
There you
I
go.
meant
That's
to
what
say
it
mode of
is.
potential.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes, there it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry.
No, it's all good. We're all still learning
Roll
our
a
characters.
saving throw. Okay, understood. Got it.
So it's a special inspiration.
Perfect. Got it. All right. So yeah, he takes that and he kind of looks back at Marcus and he goes, "Thank you, Master Ball."
Sorry. That lasts for 10. That lasts for 10 minutes. So
Well then, let's go. Mr. Bonkin, and he kind of like nudges forward, and as he does so, he holds out those 2 golden scepters, and as he shakes them kind of forward, you guys see the 4 purple blades kind of like spread out from them.
Perfect.
I mean, they said it's a possible disturbance, so they might not be a disturbance.
I didn't hear him.
He said there's a possible disturbance, so it might not actually be a disturbance. He's just being bonking.
Oh, that's very possible, but on the off chance that it is, we should probably be prepared. And he kind of spins the blades.
Right. Well, he's gonna look at his hands. I guess I'm ready. So whenever you go.
Right then.
We haven't spoken to any of the guards around here, so we should probably try not to, like, hurt anyone too badly.
Okay, so Marcus. Actually, as you guys get closer, because of the lighting, 1 second.
He does, by the way, Marcus, as he moves up and hears Kira say that, he will look back and, in Elvish specifically, say, "We don't want to hurt any guards or guardsmen or police force here, but if there is a disturbance, then we, I believe at this point, are kind of bound to take care of it. But we'll see what we can see." Oh, what
The lights.
fuck are those?
Okay, so hold on.
What the fuck?
One
That
second.
is not the rest of the map that.
Oh,
fuck you with your turn order.
Guys.
No.
Okay, so as you walk up, as you approach rather cautiously, honestly, you see a few different people. Hold on, let me change this music too, because that's not right. Na 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 na. 1 second. Boop. There you go. That's better. Okay, so as you approach, you see a few different types of creatures here. You see this one appears to be humanoid. Humanoid. This one is... Actually, as you approach, guys, go ahead and give me nature checks for those. Kira's not sure.
It's not a machine, so.
Why would I roll the highest?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
+2.
Get him out of the way now, guys. Okay.
Shit, wow. Oh, it's his intelligence. Is nature really intelligent? It is int.
That's loud. Hold on.
Holy shit, I thought it was wisdom.
Nope.
I always get that
Arcana,
confused, too.
nature, and religion all int.
So... you would... Let's see. You recognize this as being an elemental creature, Marcus. You're not entirely sure... You're not 100% sure what it is. It's kind of on the smaller side, but you can tell that it is made of ice. And for this one over here, and this one over here, you're not really sure what that is. You haven't encountered that before. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative, because as you run up on them, they were facing you already.
Whoops, I did not
Oh,
mean
god
to do
damn,
that twice.
Kira.
I don't think.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Good job,
Oh,
Kira.
I didn't select my token. I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No.
I did the same thing, actually. I just
you know,
realized
it's funny
it.
that roll 20 told me that I was an asshole. And
Yours came
took my
through,
token.
Marcus. Yours came through, unless yours was a 9 last time, which is possible, I suppose.
It's possible.
Okay,
So I don't know if I should be that 14 or that 23. I think it rolled with advantage both times, so I think the 14.
It did. It's the
You have
14.
a weapon of warning, so you always get advantage on
Yeah.
saves.
I
or
just
on
didn't
those
realize
rolls.
it had auto plugged it in because I didn't hit shift.
Yeah, you rolled a 10 and an 11, so we'll take the 14.
Okay, cool.
I'm not on the turn order for me.
Oh, you don't get to fight then.
That's fine with me.
Hold on a sec.
I need this man.
Let's see. Yeah, I have
It's
you
weird. Same on my turn order too. I see one that's a token of
that's
Kira,
weird.
and then I see another one that's Kira's name.
Oh yeah,
Hold on
same.
a sec.
So once she gets all of the so in D&D Beyond, once she gets all of the numbers set and then clicks go, there we go. Yep, right there. Now you should see it. And she just changed the turn order and the how it sorts it from top to bottom.
Yeah.
You should see everybody know.
That's a lot of 20s.
It is a lot of 20s.
Yeah, I was thinking, Jesus Christ, man.
I don't know. I didn't do it.
Also a lot of 2s. What?
I know. At least it wasn't all 20s. All right, so.
Apparently the number 2 and anything related to it is good this time.
Okay. So these guys are actually going to, when they notice you. Okay, they just move a little bit. You're not sure if it's tactical or if it is. Hold on one second. If you're not sure if it's tactical or if they're just moving, like just moving around. Bonkin.
Alright, so in true Bonkin fashion, he's probably just gonna walk up, I think 5, 10, 20, up to like there, with like his hands in the air, typical harmless style.
I know, he kills me.
And he's gonna go, right, apparently Miss, I think she, okay, can't use real names, Commander something, are you guys like causing a disturbance or something? Like, I'm sorry to bother you, but like, if you are causing a disturbance, I think you should just go home. I'm not very good at talking, but I'd rather not fight you if I don't have to. That's it.
As you approach,
negative charisma. This is in character.
Yeah, it's perfect. I love how everybody's cringing too. We're all like, "Go, Bonkin." So as you approach, if you are, could you? This guy pulls out. This guy pulls out a blade that looks very similar to like a scimitar, and so does this guy. They don't seem like they have. They don't seem like they're willing to listen to what you have to say at the moment.
Do they look like normal blades, like I'm gonna cut you bitch blades, or are these like plasma blades?
They're normal, I'm gonna cut you. Yeah, plasma is what it is. There's plasma or laser, but no, they're just normal. Just normal blades.
Now that I'm a bit closer, are these do they look human or are they automatons?
They do look human. They are wearing blue. If you guys think about, I hate to do it this way, but think back to like Power Rangers.
I knew you were gonna say that.
The putties.
The putties.
but they're blue. They're blue instead of gray. Blue putties.
Just
yeah. Well, they're not making the noise now.
Right. In that case, Bonkin will turn back, look at Marcus, and go,
I don't think we're gonna be able to solve this peacefully. Sorry, I'm not great at talking.
And then he's gonna sigh and now that he's wearing a new outfit, which you'll have to see in
yeah, we'll get your
Discord.
token ASAP.
Yeah. But his 2 tattoos will kind of glow now that you can see them. He's gonna cross his arms again. 5. I have 40 feet of movement, and I used 15. 5, 25. I'll move over there. That should be, yeah, it should be enough. And then I'm gonna basically use use a key point to activate my Arms of Astral Self.
Okay.
And anything in a 10-foot radius needs to make a Dex saving throw, DC 13.
Okie dokie.
Can I just say that the lights, Kevin G, on your hair make you so fucking Tempest that I am just like sitting here going, oh, we're just watching the guy.
That's why I chose blue.
It is awesome. Seriously, it's super cool.
But this is combat, so maybe. There we go.
Yeah, so Candace, while Candace rolls the deck saves, essentially, Bonkin's dragon tattoos, now you can see them kind of curl around his arms and stretch them out, kind of blacken them. Then they turn to this bluish metal that you saw before with these, like, cloud and fish symbols on them. Ready to fight across his arms, extending them.
You said the DC was 13.
Yes.
Okay, so this guy fails. These two actually succeed.
What about the one top left?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Hold on 1 second. He barely moves out of the way. He was one of the ones that was kind of looked like he was just kind of randomly moving, maybe, but barely gets out of the way.
All right. Well, the one who did it can take 2d4 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
3 damage.
That's terrible.
Okay.
He's just gonna throw a fireball.
Okay, got it.
And that's an action. So. No, it's a bonus action. Yeah, it's a bonus action. So I think I will swing at the one closest to me.
This one?
I will swing once at this one. Sorry, swing once at the one closest to me. I can't ping for some reason. And
That's
the one
okay.
I passed.
Okay.
That one.
That hits.
Oh shit.
That does not. So you hit this one. You do not hit this one. But you just damaged this one, so you feel okay about that. Okay. And he, honestly, he kind of stumbles. He clearly wasn't expecting you to have ridiculously long arms and be able to hit him. So as he takes that slash, he does stumble a bit. He's holding on to his side right now.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Aegis. Would be good. It would be good.
I think for right now, what we're gonna do is Aegis is not 100% sold on them quite being like we're going to attack yet, and like basically would go ahead and hold a spell until Aegis had seen an actual attack is coming at someone.
Okay. What spell are you holding?
We'll go ahead and hold just a standard create bonfire.
Okay. Got it.
And 5, 10. And then we'll kind of saddle up like next to the tree here.
Okay. Yep. All right. Kira.
Okay, Kira is going to move forward. She has such movement capabilities. And then she is going to hold her action to shoot. Oops, I can ping. To shoot that one if hostile actions. Or like if it takes hostile action.
Okay.
And then for her bonus action, she's going to have Min just defend. Well, like guard. So if something gets near, then Min's going to attack. Within range. If enemy comes to attack within range.
I don't know if you can hold.
Just use her action
And that'll
to
be us.
give that command or a bonus action to change it.
Yeah. So with Min, I think you would need to hold your action to be able to give the command to Min.
It's a bonus action to direct
bonus
her.
action.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, I am essentially losing my bonus action for the entirety of everything. If I
You
want
said
Min to do anything.
it was Min holding her action though, there, right?
Yeah, because she acts on your bonus action, so I don't know if you can hold Min's
But-
action.
Let me
But the tick there is that Min takes her reactions normally. So would it be a reaction? Oh, you would have to use your bonus action to make her use her action.
Right.
To then
That's
use
what I'm
her
thinking.
reaction to. God,
Yeah.
you're doing a fucking event.
Feels like I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh all over
Magic the
again.
Gathering, I feel like we're just dropping chains for days.
I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh recently, so that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So we'll do it this.
Trap, counter spell, blah blah blah.
Says this part here is irrelevant.
I think she's right. She's
Yeah,
right.
the
Yep,
finisher's
she's
initiative
right.
count that takes.
Oh, nerdy, or I mean, curious.
Okay, so you're using your bonus action to tell it to attack if something gets close enough to attack.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Understood. Makes sense. Got it. And you're holding your action to do what?
To shoot this one if it if it was making a hostile action towards one of our party members.
Got it. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes. Sorry, I was not trying
No,
to
no, you're fine. If we're all getting used to new abilities, no worries. Tempest.
Tempest. He is in the same boat as most other people here. Nothing is like directly, immediately hostile. So he's going to, what's his movement? 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up here.
Okay.
And he will. What's the range on this one? Oh, I gained it. Okay. He's going to just cast Blade Ward on himself.
Okay.
So just kind of like breaks out a saxophone, and then blows for a second. And then
I love it.
Just kind of watching the situation.
Okay.
And that's it for him.
Yeah, you feel that you have successfully played that tune to give yourself Blade Ward. You feel like Tem would be smiling at you. Marcus.
Oh boy. Seeing Bonkin charge into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Oh my god, look at that chonky ass.
Oh, that's a chonky cat.
God damn, that's a thick boy.
Yes, all scritches.
That was a very cute cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that, if you've seen me diving off to the side here, he's the one that's been asking for all of the attention during game.
I love him, and I want to give him scratches.
We're not even cat people.
I hate cats, but that cat's cute as shit. Alright, I'm gonna charge this dude here. As everybody starts to move and Marcus kind of stands there stunned for a moment, he will shake the blades, and as he does so, the visor glows pink, and the 4 psychic blades kind of spin out of the scepters that he's holding.
Mm-hmm.
He charges the creature that he is near, and I'm going to just go ahead and attack it.
Okay.
With the double-bladed.
That's a 20.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what I am going to do then is I am going to infuse a psychic point and add an additional. So I'm going to infuse a psychic point for psychic strike, and I am going to deal an additional 2d8 damage.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, that was 1, 2, and then I'm also going to deal. So that was 8, 9, 9 plus 8 plus the 2d4 since it was doubled, and that's 3. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19. That is 20 points of damage.
Okay. As your blade hits into the side of this guy, it feels like you're just cutting through butter. You get to the side, slice through, and he literally melts into a puddle of water at your feet.
Oh shit.
And he is gone.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's not. He's a puddle of water. He's not gone, I guess.
Okay,
He's a puddle of water. But yeah, you feel like you did more than enough damage to take this guy down, especially with the psionic strike.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like that really took him out. He didn't say anything. He didn't make any noise. That's something for you to note as well.
Okay, so with my 2-weapon fighter special ability, I am going to very quickly call the blades back into the scepter and sheathe them. I'm going to pull the pistol out, and I'm going to fire it. I'm going to aim it at this thing up here
Okay.
that is moving around to flank us, and I'm going to fire the last of my second attacks.
Sure.
And then I'm going to also use my bonus action to fire the additional shot.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Nope, I can't do that because I am not dual wielding.
Oh, that's right.
I will just take my final attack against this.
Sure. Yep.
Alright, so that is... Oh, not good. That's an 11.
Yeah. So so you start to aim at this thing, and it weirdly has like this odd. You can see a nose at the very least, but it has some kind of face, and at the very last second, it turns toward you and just scoots out of the way. It is kind of like floating above the ground a little bit, so you feel like that might have been the advantage that it had, but it does just, you feel like you really were close to hitting it.
So I'm going to do a weird thing. I'm going to use my action surge.
Okay.
Since it is a special action, and I'm going to fire 3 more fucking shots at this thing. So I
Don't forget about the inspiration.
You do have the inspiration, that's true, yeah.
I forgot about that, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to fire the first shot.
Okay.
That's a 7. I'm going to let the 7 go,
Okay.
because I don't think the inspiration
And that
will
does
help
miss,
me.
yep. It goes, you're still definitely getting used to it, and in the heat of combat, you're like,
Oh,
oh, shit.
God, and that one! What the fuck, dude? Thank God I'm proficient in this thing. Did it? Don't tell me it fucked up.
What?
Oh, it's a gun jam.
No, the gun did not jam. That's not going to happen to you because you took the
Because
full
I
2
spent the
weeks
time.
to learn.
Okay.
Yep. That
So
definitely
I'll
hits.
take the 19.
Yes, that
okay,
hits.
So then I hit it for a for 3
For
points.
3 points. Okay. So as you shoot at it, the first shot, you're like, okay, I feel like I got it. It just barely misses. You get a little bit frustrated with it because you're like, man, I practiced for 2 fucking weeks. And now it's definitely watching. You feel like you can see it looking directly at you. It moves out of the way of the second shot, but the third shot, you do it like poo. The third one comes out too quick. It can't move out of the way, and you definitely hit it. It chips off a piece of this, and you can tell this also is clearly made of ice.
Okay, so he excuse me. Following this thing with the 4 shots, he will holster the pistol and he'll pull the blades back out, and he's just gonna stand there defensively, and then my turn.
Okay.
I just want to point out that Xavier, you did that exactly well timed on my end because you said he's going to pull the blades back out, and I heard the like, electric sound effect as that happened.
Oh, is that what that was?
I was like,
All
hell
right.
yeah, blades opening.
Yeah. He's a Jedi, but worse. I rolled a 7, a 3, and a fucking 5.
That
So-
was your gun. Your sword, you rolled a nat 20.
That's true.
That is true.
That's
That is
very true.
I rolled 2 minimum.
So uncivilized.
Alright,
So this thing, which is also kind of floating, this one, I'm trying to think of what you guys are close enough to see. All of these are definitely, it looks like they're floating above the ground a little bit.
and so they appear to be made of water or ice. 'Cause you said
These
so
ones-
the guys nearest Bonkin were made of water for sure. The ones
Well-
on the outside you said were made of ice, but what about this little fuck back
So
here?
these guys look like humanoids, but you just discovered
Okay.
they're ice.
Okay. Oh.
Water.
an
This
ice
is
thing. Okay.
this looks like it's made of water pretty
Okay.
clearly. This is very clearly made of ice because you chipped a piece off of it when you shot it.
Do I have any idea, just as I'm firing at this thing and destroying the thing in front of me, do I know what any of these fucking things are?
If you can give me,
Like translated to the old world just for reference?
give me a history check.
Oh, that's not my forte. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's a 10.
Bardic inspiration.
You do have a bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna use my Bardic
Damn it.
Inspiration. Okay, so is that a D8 at level 5 or D6?
I think it's a
That is a yes. That's a D8.
And because of the mode of potential, you can roll the Bardic Inspiration twice.
and take the higher.
Alright, there's the
Exactly.
first.
Yep.
Okay.
So a 3 and a...
Oh, the
The
7. I'll take the fucking 17.
17.
So you can thank Tempest.
I like that. I like
Welcome.
being able to roll to your with advantage.
So you can thank Tempest because you know this is an ice method.
And the mote pops and emits a colorful, harmless spark.
And remember, there is a very thick,
Oh!
a very dense fog is surrounding all of you at the moment. If actually, real quick, if anybody wants to, give me either perception or investigation.
Would my passive perception proc this or no?
Yes, everybody has enough to be able to proc it.
Are you sure? Because mine's a 10.
Yep.
Okay, alright, fair enough. There we go.
I'm just not rolling for all of you guys.
Wow. Man, I feel like every time we play Torin's campaign, I feel like a god with my rolls. And
I know.
Like Candace's campaign, I'm like, you are a fucking scrub and you should know it.
How do you think I feel playing Saturdays in Pathfinder? I kid you not. I am infamous. Yes.
No!
I have plus 12s and 13s, and I barely roll above 20.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, that's terrible, dude.
So Kira, Tempest, and Bonkin, you notice that the fog is much thicker over here and up here.
Could you ping that again? I was zoomed in pretty far.
Up here and over here. The fog is like very thick. It almost seems like maybe that's the source of where it's coming from. Yeah, thank you, Marcus.
Got you.
So everywhere it's like 1 C, but up there it's like 3 Cs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate, yeah.
I like how that's how we're measuring thickness with sea levels.
Yeah. Oh, that's about a 3 C thick.
3C thick. So this guy is gonna move to right there. And Bonkin, you feel like it's almost beckoning you. It's quote unquote looking at you. This one moves here and doesn't go any farther than that. Sorry, I forgot to move the initiative. This guy is not real happy about getting swatted. So he's gonna move over here and try to hit Bonkin.
Do it.
Unlimited power.
So I don't have a high AC, so...
Okay.
It's high enough. Yeah,
15.
it's high enough. So it tries to swing at you with its scimitar. Again, old-fashioned scimitar. Nothing too fancy or anything. And you can tell it's pretty clearly thrown off by the fact that you grew multiple arms and were able to whack it from very far away.
At the moment, it's just like over my arm, so it looks like it should have one long arm. Like
Oh yeah, so yeah, even more so. It's kind of like, how the hell did you do that?
Sorry to interrupt you, but I think for description wise, because I have like these metal arms at the moment, he just kind of like blocks it with his one arm while like guarding.
Perfect. Yeah. So you're in kind of a guarding. You're just like no. So yeah, it misses.
And would that trigger my held action?
Yeah, I would say it does. Yep.
All right. So that is create bonfire. I believe it's a dexterity save.
Okay.
Fuck me with this group.
I know. Fuck me with this
This
group.
is
Yes,
why
it
I'm
is.
so excited
DC
about
14.
combat. Let's do the combat. Let's do the combat. Oh no, fuck this group.
I rolled a nat 1.
He's not. No,
Go ahead
he's
and do the
not.
damage.
He do be fucking the
I rolled a nat 1 and got a 2. 6. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay.
6 in the form of fire.
Yeah,
In
so
case that makes a difference.
it absolutely does. So again, this thing has a split second to turn its what you think is humanoid head toward where the source of the flame is coming from. And as soon as the fire hits, it doesn't even set a flame. It just melts. It turns into a puddle. It is gone. Okay. See, I knew you guys would be okay. And just so you guys know, I'm not taking their bodies out in case you want to search the puddles afterwards.
I do like ice cubes.
Alright, so...
Did these other two fucks swipe at
Not
me?
yet, because we had the held action.
Oh, that's right,
Oops.
Held action. Held, yeah.
Okay, so this guy...
Held, yeah.
This guy is going to try to hit Bonkin. Oops, gosh darn it. Okay. Nope, it misses. Same thing, it's kind of thrown off by the fact that they clearly were not expecting it to be you guys. So it completely misses you. The next guy is also going to try to hit you. It's also misses.
Jesus.
I'm rolling low, Franz. I don't think I've rolled above a 10 with these guys yet.
Good, keep it like that.
On the die, at least. Yeah,
Except for the
so
initiative.
this guy, yeah, this guy did
You
move
roll
in.
both high and low.
Yeah,
True,
yeah,
true.
twos and
That's like
20s.
top of the fucking barrel and bottom of the barrel. Enjoy your fish.
So yeah, this guy here, he does move in. He tries to hit you. They can't seem to figure out what the hell you are, and they're not able to hit you successfully. And then back to the top, which is gonna be this guy.
Come on and get me, bitches. Come on and get me, bitches. You motherfucking bitches. Nobody wants this to
Okay, so this guy moves in here. He's going to try to attack you.
Keep him coming.
You're a little surrounded at the moment.
The ultimate tank.
So yeah, as this thing gets closer, Bonkin, you can tell this thing is definitely made of ice. It's a little strange. It is going to attack you. But it is not going to hit you.
This is Gartalk all over. Let's.
What is this man's fucking AC? I'm over here in full plate. Like, what the fuck?
I'm glad I'm rolling these into roll 20 because I wouldn't believe this. Yeah, so it misses. It comes up. It tries to take a swipe at you. Completely misses. Next one. We'll try to get this through this round, guys, and then we'll call it for tonight. But so that one would be this one. 5. Definitely gonna try to hit Bonkin. Oh, this one does hit Bonkin. So that's a 19.
Yep, so as you roll damage, I am going to burn a psychic point, a psionic energy point, and I'm going to use Protective Field to reduce the damage by 1d8, which is a 4.
So, Bonkin, you take 1 point.
As that familiar little mug shield.
You take 1 point of ice damage. You don't feel like the slashing damage actually even hits you. You do see you see that pink, and after the mug incident, you know exactly what just happened. Okay, this guy is going for Marcus.
Come on, bitch.
That's a 14 to hit.
No, absolutely fucking not.
So as it gets over to you, it's floating to you. It definitely seems like it's a little thrown off by everything that's going on. You guys didn't get a surprise round, but you feel like you did because they are rolling like shit. And finally, this one. Also going for Marcus.
Come on, get me.
Nope, that is a 7.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Not with this armor.
Nope. So this one also comes up to try to hit you. It's swiping, but it's just missing. You're not entirely sure what the hell's going on with it. Maybe it's too foggy for them too. Bonkin.
Right. So now that he's surrounded, you'll probably see right where I want him.
Something dark side something.
Unlimited power.
No. Bonkin's veins and muscles, even through like the metal in his arms, will probably like show and start just bulging. As he like focuses in.
I'm gonna rage.
And as a bonus action, I would like to rage.
I suppose I'll allow that.
Dude, I forgot you were multi-classed. Holy.
Why my damage is so little.
Oh my god. Well, it's about to get big.
It's just a +2. It's fine.
That's
So yes, I rage.
Okay.
And then I will smack twice. Yeah, extra attack. Yeah, smack twice.
On who?
Probably the. Is this red? Is this one gone?
That's down.
Okay, well he's gonna keep hitting the one he hit before.
Okay.
And because they're not, I guess, are they living?
Based on what you've seen so far, hold on a second.
Because this determines whether it's regular punch or astral punch.
You aren't sure.
I think for Bonkin's sake, he's just gonna give a regular punch.
Okay. He's got a 9 intelligence. Like, I can't give it to him. If he had a 10, I would have, but...
But a fucking 17 is a fucking...
Yeah, that will hit for sure.
I'm guessing the second one doesn't hit.
No. No, the second one doesn't hit. The first one definitely does, though.
That's 7 damage.
Okay, so as you hit it, even with the normal attack,
This is to not kill, because it's sort of...
to not kill?
normally-
Okay. Okay, sure. So you actually kind of punch it in the side of the head, and rather than turning into a puddle of water, it like almost goes like stone statue still and just falls backward and hits the ground.
And that'll be my turn, because I can't spend a key point if I don't already use my bonus action.
Right. And I'm going to, because you just like knocked it out, I'm going to just do a red dot on it like that. All right, so next up, Aegis.
So would I be able to tell that that one just like fell over, knocked out, or would I know is it still like up and all of that or anything?
So you've
What
seen,
I know specifically, basically.
You've seen the other ones turning into puddles, and that one went stiff and fell over. So there's definitely something different that happened there. It's safe to assume it's not dead like the other ones.
Okay then. So in that case, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and drop it right on top of Bonkin.
Oh no.
Aegis will go ahead and pull
I
his
don't know.
staff up and out in front of him and begin to go ahead and turn it clockwise. Circle beta egus bais. As he goes ahead and casts a Withering Bloom. Centered on Bonkin. So I need all of them surrounding Bonkin, with exception to the one that's knocked out, because I won't target him with this, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What's the AoE on it? Is it...
So it's a 60-foot thing, and it is a 10-foot radius. Yeah. All right, give me 1 second to make these rolls.
Yeah, but does it stay?
So it is...
specifically, it is a 10-foot radius.
Yeah,
so
10-foot
1, 2,
radius.
3,
You make
4
the
guys
choice.
in that.
And then it's just a one-time thing, right? It doesn't linger.
No, it doesn't linger.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
just a
think so.
one-time bam.
Okay. Yep. All right, hold on 1 sec. That is the... this guy. Constitution.
Wither and...
Yeah. What's the DC again?
It is a DC 14 con save.
14, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second, Kevin. That's that one. Okay, and then 4.
That's cool fucking
Okay, so this guy and this guy both pass, but this guy does not. So go ahead and roll the damage. Yeah, I know. I told everybody once we finish this round.
Okay, so the one that didn't takes 8, and the two that did take 4.
It was the other way around. 1 did and 2 didn't. So.
Oh, 1 did, 2 didn't.
Yeah,
okay,
so
so
it's
then
8.
the
Okay,
2
so-
take 8, and then the 1 will take 4. And then from just in front of Bonkin as the literal life is pulled to the center of this circle that was created. A small mote of pink light will come up and invigorate Bonkin. If you so choose to, you can choose to spend one of your hit dice and regain hit points equal to the number rolled plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
I appreciate that, but I think I'll survive with the 1 HP I lost. Thank you.
I knew there was the one, but I'm like, you know what?
Just in case. Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. I love that too.
Good call.
That's awesome. All right.
Damage too.
Anything else, Aegis?
No, that will be it. Aside from letting Xavier know that I can also upcast that for increased damage.
Oh, I fucking love it.
This
Wanna
guy.
laugh maniacally?
Yeah, you're gonna laugh. Okay. This guy is looking rough. It's almost kind of like teetering in place right now. Kira.
Okay, Kira is going to move forward. It's going to bonus action tell Min to defend Marcus.
Okay.
And she is going to shoot that one since I don't think I'm likely to clip Marcus if I do that.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the one that doesn't have a body between me and it.
Right.
The one that does not have a Marcus between her and it.
Yeah, I don't need to Aurora this shit.
Marcus then immediately, hey DM, remember all those times I shot my friends in the fucking head? Yeah, fuck you.
I remember. That does hit. Alright. And that one was the one that was previously damaged as well. So you knock off, that was the one that Marcus had shot. So you knock another big chunk off of it. It's still good, but it's looking like an ice sculpture that wasn't quite finished at this point.
Well, let's see if it's extra attack good.
But it's not good.
Oh, god damn, Kira?
That definitely hits, and it is... You've chipped off a lot of it. It's just barely able to even continue floating at this point, right next to Marcus.
Okay. Well, that's me.
You know what methods
so
are.
That's gonna be Min.
You know what methods are. You rolled for it.
Go here and try and maul it.
Like, thank God, bitch.
What was that, Kira? Sorry.
I said, so that's me, so Min's gonna try and finish it off.
Okay. I know.
Sorry,
I can't say anything.
I'm okay. I have 45 hit points. I'm okay.
You're okay.
I'm okay.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
Die.
Everything's
I have
fine.
resistance to fire.
I'm not freaking out at all. Oh my god! Yeah, that'll do.
So much trouble.
Okay. Well,
All right, so the ice method was looking a little rough. As Min hits it the first time, actually.
Do I have to make a saving throw?
Hold on 1 second. So as Min hits it the first time, she knocks it out of the park. She swipes at it. She scratches the shit out of it. There's a split second where it's kind of just hanging there, and then there is an explosion. I need Min, and I need Marcus to
No,
I'm not good at
make a dexterity saving throw, please.
12.
I'm gonna remind about the warding bond here.
Yep.
Oh,
oh, wow.
Fuck your warding bonds. I rolled a 12. Are you kidding me? I barely dodge rolled.
Okay. Marcus, you actually only take 2 points of slashing damage. You succeeded. Min also, well, I guess Kira will take 2 points of slashing damage.
Well, they both will.
Yeah. And 1 second. Let's see.
And then thematically, like, Kira flinches almost before, like, Min actually takes the damage, and there's definitely an elven curse that falls from her lips there.
Okay.
Yeah, and as it explodes, Marcus, like, grabs his face as the ice shard cuts him, and he's like, fuck.
And Marcus, you actually see this one takes damage as well.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Slashing.
I'm sorry, was it 2 that we took after the resistance?
No, it would be one. It would be one.
Okay.
Yep, one each.
That's a good spell.
It is a good spell. Yeah. Yeah, so this one now has a little bit of a chunk missing out of it. Not too much, but it has a chunk missing out of it. And is that it?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
we're good on that one.
All right, Tempest.
Okay, so I realize that you guys probably saw my measuring earlier. Tempest is just gonna saunter up here in front of Aegis. Excuse me, sorry, just gotta get up here.
Excuse me. Sorry, pardon me.
He's going
Switch by.
to take out, or he always has his saxophone out now. He's just gonna kind of moisten his reed and play a brown note and cast Bane on this one. Sorry, level 3 Bane. So 3 targets will be this
no,
one.
I think
Yeah, it could
level
be.
1 Bane has 3
Level 1 will
targets.
do. Yeah.
Is
3.
level 1
Yep.
Bane 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, level 1 has
Up to
3.
3 creatures.
It's base 3.
I'm gonna
So
make,
yeah,
I'm
go ahead. Do your
new.
level 1.
Level 1 Bane.
I got
So
you,
yeah,
I got
That
you.
deep brown note.
you gotta hit that brown note.
Just shits ice cubes.
And yeah, exactly.
No.
Shits an ice cube. No. Just
No.
like the ice cube dispenser. Cling, cling, cling.
No, the actual brown note is a bard that casts Bane at 9th level.
Oh god.
The entire
You're right. That
universe.
is it. All right.
Everyone.
These
Just
3.
12 people.
I
all
can't
with Bane.
reach. I can't reach that guy back there, so
So
I
these
chose
2.
this guy over here. It's
Okay.
30 feet. Yeah.
And what's the save on that?
Okay. Save is 13 charisma.
Charisma.
I did not. Wow, I
And now we get to hear Lucy's catchphrase.
Fails.
D4.
Oh!
Well, we'll see.
He
Maybe.
fails.
Is he the only one who failed?
Hold on one sec. I got a lot of rules. Okay, so B. He fails. And all 3 of them fail. So all 3 of them take
Nice.
effect to your brown note.
Nice. All right, and that is a concentration, so I need to put a little token on myself here.
Yellow is good for concentration.
I got you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. So yeah. So I put blue on them since you affected them. We'll do it that way. Yeah.
Perfect.
So all 3 of them have failed and are now baned. Well
Nice.
played,
Yeah. Okay, and that's. I think that's all I can do.
All
I don't
right.
have any bonus actions. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Did you have something else to do?
No, I was just looking at my bonus action thing. I do have inspiration to give out, but it doesn't seem right at this moment.
Okay.
So that's it.
Got it. All right. Here we go. Marcus.
Alright, so the asshole in front of me, I'm gonna swing at with my my pink bladed saber.
Okay.
That is a nat fucking 20.
Hell yes. Okay.
So
You should just keep using your swords. Forget about the pistol.
that is a total of 14 points of damage to that asshole.
Okay. It's looking rough. It's looking like this one did right before it exploded.
Okay, what I'm gonna do then is I'm going to, since it's my turn, I'm going to burn one of my psychic points to add additional force damage.
Okay.
And that is an additional 5, so instead of 14, it takes 19 points of damage.
Okay. So with that, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
That is a nat 1.
Oh,
Hey, you know
no.
what? I deserved that for the nat 20, so it's okay.
Take 4 points of slashing damage.
I'm going to burn my reaction for my psychic field, and I'm going to spend another psionic energy point to reduce that damage so that nobody has to fucking heal me.
Okay.
And give me 1 second. That is going to be reduced by 5 damage. I take no.
You take no damage. Yep. So, Min and Kira, Tempest, Aegis, you all would see Marcus. It's kind of like he moves all of a sudden, but there's just like a pink version of Marcus right next to him. It's kind of like he moves way too fast. If you think about anybody who plays BG3, yeah. If you think of it that way, it's kind of like he's like vibrating in place almost, and it totally misses him when it explodes, and it is now gone.
Okay, so then I'm going to use 10 feet of movement to run right here next to Bonk.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my second attack, which will be with the double-bladed scimitar. That is another nat 1!
Ah, nuts.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action for the last attack, and that is a 19.
That definitely hits. Don't even...
Okay, so that's, 7 points of
yeah.
damage.
You slice through it.
That's the method, right?
No. You.
So you slice through it, and it turns into ice cubes and then melts into a puddle of water at your feet.
All right, and that is it. I will end my turn.
Okay. Now, these guys are still kind of weirdly just sticking here. It moves a little bit closer, but you can tell there's some hesitance.
I think it should move like 2 squares closer.
I bet you do. And then this one, the same kind of thing. It's like it moves here, but it's not approaching. That one's dead. 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 Okay, we're back to the top. So we'll stop here. We'll pick up here next week. You guys did some freaking damage. Look at all the X's on the board. Yeah, so we will pick this up here next week. Also, I wanted to let you guys know I used to be a 911 dispatcher, so...
Do I have an effect coming through with my voice?
I didn't hear an effect coming through with your voice.
Sorry, Lorecraft says, the effect of Marcus's voice coming through his chat. Oh, and your chat. It's because there's an echo.
Oh, yeah, because we're in the same room, yeah.
What's up, Lore?
Welcome, Lore. Yeah, so we'll start here, but I was a 911 dispatcher for a while, and I was trying to figure out, I was like, what's the coolest way to hook you guys onto things? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking dispatch you guys to everything. So
it sounded cool as shit.
That's really cool.
That was
calling it off.
beautiful.
I was like, whoa, is this my wife in the ambulance?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my heart hurts. Come and get me, mommy.
But I got the idea the other day. It was really funny. I told Xavier, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. It was a callback to a past life for me. I actually had to create the voice mod so it sounded right, because if it was just me saying it, it didn't sound right. So that's kind of cool. But I'm gonna find someone to raid. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know we went like 15 minutes over. I appreciate it. I'm really happy we made it to this point, and I hope you like the very sudden thrust into melee combat, because that's how it's gonna be for the majority.
Honestly, I fucking love it. I want to do all the things.
I'm here for it, yeah.
Awesome. I know we had a rocky place in there. I appreciate everybody kind of flowing with that too, but like I said, there's going to be times that I kind of screw up. And
how many times in campaign 2 or campaign 3 did I adjudicate shit that I did not get right the week prior?
Right.
The fact that you did it on the spot puts you like 2 levels above me.
I appreciate that. I don't think so, but I appreciate it. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody willing to be go through with that, and we'll be back next week. If you guys need anything in between game, let me know, but there's not a whole lot you can do at the moment. But if you have questions about stuff that you went through with downtime, questions about the armor and the weaponry conversion, just reach out. And Bonkin, you will have a new token next week. Okay? Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Awesome, thank you.
Sure,
I'm looking
finish up mine and send it to you as well.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to leveling up, because I get to pick my barbarian subclass.
Well, you know what? Fucking enjoy your barbarian subclass. You know what happens when I level up? Enjoy your goddamn stuff.
More psychics.
No, I don't even get that. That's 2 levels from now. I get shit.
Thank you for that.
But fighters, we be fighting.
We do be fighting.
Thank you.
Honestly, God, you guys, I've never played a fighter before in a TTRPG. I've played them in MMOs and things like that, but never in this style, and it's thrown me for a loop, because I'm like, oh, I can attack. I get 1 action surge though.
See, See, that's the thing is, fighter has been always one of my favorites to go ahead and multi-class with.
I
you
thought
know
about
what?
multi-classing this guy with sorcerer, but his charisma's fucking 10, and I was like,